Here is the man responsible for all the garbage that we've had to watch, Daddy Walt. Hello and everyone and welcome to the TPP podcast. Welcome back. It's so nice to see you. Grab a hold, sit down, grab a couple of tea, and watch the salt fly. I am Mikoy and I am joined by my co-host of this evening,
Bulgaria 2004.
A very formal greeting for once. Annoyingly, though, the intro is not that well and prim and proper. Well, last time we covered week 4. We predicted week 5. Week 5 came and went. Nothing really of note to happen or discuss. It was just a normal last week of TPP.
Maybe to you.
Well, as a spectator, it looked pretty normal. There wasn't really outstanding of any note that happened, but for the managers, it looks like it could be a terrible time. For some of them, even decided. So let's take a look and see what happened during the week, and see how our teams did this week. Warning. Gonna get pretty boring pretty quick. Alright, first off, we have week 5. We have the Slugmas losing to the Absolute Posters in quite the dominating fashion. 6-2. Absolute Posters making a stand that they want to be the first seed and they want to be the first team locked in for playoffs. And from the rate that they're going, it's probably looking like it's a dead set.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, it's pretty likely, but
They got good chances.
Almost anyone can still make it, Mikoy.
They got good chances. They have relatively, they've had good performances all throughout. The Slugmas, though, they need to step up if they want to make chance. I mean, currently they're what? On the bottom rung? Like on the bottom tier of teams, but top of the bottom tier rank of teams. It's kind of still doable, I guess, for them.
Right now.
Which is it good for them to be in 6th place?
Well, in terms of points, they're tied with 2 other teams and only trailing behind the number 1 team by 2 points.
I guess that goes to show
number 1 and 2, I guess. And they're trailing behind 3 by only 1 point.
I guess that goes just to show you how close this tour has been. At least for most people. Not to me, though. All I see is a bunch of mid. Alright. First off, we have Poke BH. We had Richard Millie Plain versus Farden. And Richard won, beating one of the better players of the Poke BH format.
I guess.
Yeah, Richard's been pulling his weight. He's been contributing to his team fairly well. And, this one is just one of those. Okay, so we start off here with Clodsire Toxic Debris poisoning the Charizard as Aegislash blocked its V-Create attempt by setting the Primordial Sea. Then set webs. Well, Groudon paralyzed the Mega Salamence. Very, very nice with Nuzzle. As Arceus Electric then froze the Clodsire on turn 10, while Blaziken was set up before dying. Then came the Fluttermane, who was critted on turn 15 for killing Arceus, and basically just doing the reverse sweep at the end for Richard to win. Your thoughts?
That was quick and easy.
He just needed to set webs, get Fluttermane in, get the setup, boom, sweet, done.
That's really all it takes sometimes.
Yeah, Farden didn't really have any guaranteed hazard removal afterwards, after the fact. So it was just nice setups for Richard all around. Good positioning, good play, good win. Alright, next up we have Kamove Chaos. One of the bigger surprises of this tour, Hisui guy.
Usi guy.
Usi guy. Hi, Usi guy. Defeating Akira. Kind of a short affair, and also the team was pretty akin to that short affair. So first off, we saw the Mega Pidgeot paralyze the Klefki with its screens, while Heatran died to a crit Zap Cannon on turn 19, losing to that pretty handily. And then Hydrapple went ahead and stole...
I don't think that crit mattered.
You don't think so?
It was only on like half health, wasn't it?
54%?
And it was weak to it.
I guess it doesn't matter.
And it was Stab Zap Cannon from a Mega Pidgeot.
I guess it doesn't matter. And also Light Screen wasn't up.
And Light Screen was gone.
Light Screen wasn't up, so he had no chances of tanking that. So then we saw the Hydrapple, who stole Mega Gyarados' boost before it sets up and kills Kadabra on turn 26. Yes, you heard me right. Not Alakazam, Kadabra.
Alakazam is banned.
And yet, out of all the myriad of Psychic types, you chose Kadabra.
Magic Guard.
Uniqueless has Magic Guard.
Your Uniqueless slow.
You just want a fast Psychic type. Just admit it. You just want your fast Psychic type. But then you...
Who says I want a fast Psychic type? Like I play this tier.
I mean, no, I'm speaking to the player, not you directly. You know, you just wanted your fast Psychic types. But...
Fast Psychic Magic Guard.
But he sacked it. Instead, you know, Akira just sacked Kadabra. Instead of, you know... to bring in Tapu Bulu, of course, who killed it afterwards. Then we saw the Dragapult set up the Swords Dance. O-Code the Slowking Galar. Turn 29 with a Gigaton Hammer. Then Fightinium Z, O-Code Mega Pidgeot. Akira forfeiting shortly after. He should have gone for Hydrapple when it was doing the Fightinium Z thing. But that did not come to fruition.
That, or he just should have gone Apple immediately once that thing came out, maybe.
It was gonna suck something before that. But...
Yeah, I guess he means he should have gone Apple because then it would have taken the... It would have taken the
Fightinium Z.
The Fightinium Z, and then whatever move Dragapult's packing might not have killed Pidgeot.
It only really has Gigaton Hammer and, you know, the fighting move to come about, but yeah. Pidgeot would have taken the hit, but that wasn't to be the case. Also, Pidgeot's
actually, I guess Pidgeot would have died to Gigaton afterwards.
Yeah, Pidgeot's frail as frick. What am I spouting on? Pidgeot is frail as frick. Also, Dragapult's faster, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. I think Akira still got screwed by matchup either way. I think Dragapult still beats his team, but whatever. That's fine. Alright, next up we have Stab and Mega. The Ice Master, bringing an evil set against the Jungler and winning. Yeah, this one had an evil set with it. Take a gander of which, as which is to what. But I gotta know, like, Jungler's team has Screamtail and no Steel type. Like, it's a interesting hodgepodge. I mean, I guess your bulky team would be friggin' Ho-Oh and whatever, but still. So starting off, we had the Zamazenta beating the Landorus almost immediately on turn 1 with an Ice Fang. Then after a couple of whiles, we saw the crossbow set up ward with Ogrepon for a good long time. Missing a lot of attacks, but still getting to hit the more often than not, getting to hit the Spirit Shackle and the Psy Shield Bash.
Well, Spirit Shackle can't miss.
It can't miss. Psy Shield Bash, of course, boosting its defense fairly well. Then Dragon Dancing to do more setup, and Moonlight to healing. So, he had a particularly nasty set here being utilized. I mean, Psy Shield Bash did miss a bunch, but, pretty inconsequential in the long term as, the Necrozma ended up beating Ogrepon. It took until level 46 to beat it, and then Necrozma just ended up sweeping the rest for the win for Ice Master. Any thoughts?
Just that you may have forgotten to mention the Necrozma was Covert Cloak.
I mean, is that really consequential? Like, does that really matter in the grand scheme?
It's the reason Ogrepon couldn't burn it.
Yeah. I mean, again, it doesn't really matter. It's fine. Necrozma is just that beastly of a mon. Able to win. It was good. It was just good. Anyway, next up, we had National Dex Doubles OU. We had Eevee versus Akaru Kokuyo in quite the interesting set. They brought some rather interesting mons. You see that Eevee there? That's not something you normally see in this format, does it?
Yeah, but when you do see it, it only does one thing.
It's pretty easy to counter, all things considered. Eevee was going for the, what that Eevee was doing. So, Togekiss Dynamaxed. It crit Clefairy, rather funnily, as Eevee.
Why is that funny?
Because, I mean, yeah, granted, it still managed to live off Max Airstream, but, that was still some big damage. And yes, it's still funny. So, Eevee does its thing, does the EVMZ, setting up well. However, Incineroar did a funny thing and just taunted the Eevee. Well, actually, yes, it did taunt the Eevee to prevent it from baton passing at all on turn 4. As Togekiss
just completely shutting that strategy down and making it a very uphill battle for Eevee. The player.
I wonder who is he gonna pass it in. Who is he gonna pass it into? Latias with Stored Power or Incineroar with Power Trip? Is that the play?
It was probably either gonna be Celesteela or Latias.
Stored Power, Power Trip, or just Celesteela tanking things. Okay, fair enough.
Well, Celesteela can hit hard too, mind you, and this is a Celesteela that's only running attacks.
Yeah, Dynamax. I wish it was running Assault Vest just to complete the package here. So, yeah, we did see the Celesteela then Dynamax attacking. Incineroar survived to Parting Shot it while Togekiss killed the Incineroar, flinching it on turn 7 before killing it outright. Then, after it died, we saw the Landorus killing the Smeargle, Zapdos using Electrium Z to kill Celesteela on turn 10 before the forfeit. Latias even tried to use Psych Up just to, boost its attack.
More proof
stats.
that I think the one who was going to receive the stats was going to be Celesteela.
So Latias can just Psych Up, use Stored Power, heal itself with Moonlight, or Roost.
Does it learn Moonlight?
No, it doesn't. I don't think it does. It probably just roosts.
Yeah, or recovers.
Or recover, yeah. Yeah.
Does he even learn Roost?
I think so. Recover. Just recover health. You get it. Doesn't learn Roost. I don't think it learns Roost. You don't have to check.
Well, it does in Gen 8, at least.
Okay, well, could have been useful. Akuru won. Akuru won by just outplaying the Baton Pass set. That's all you really need to know.
Yes, and for the record, I don't find the crit funny because it was from a Togekiss.
What? What would be worse? Getting crit by it or getting flinched by it?
You're not getting flinched by that one, Mikoi.
Yeah, because Max Airstream doesn't flinch. I wish it did.
No, because it's not running Serene Grace.
I wish Serene Grace still activated on Max moves. But, yeah.
It's not Serene Grace.
I know, it's not. It's not.
No, the Togekiss, its ability is not Serene Grace. I'm not talking about the Max move.
It's Hustle. It's actually Hustle.
It's Super Luck, for crying out loud.
It's Hustle. Okay. Yeah.
Why?
Super Luck.
You know what that does, right?
And increase critical hit chances. It's funny. It's just funny.
They all run that, by the way. You're not gonna see any Serene Grace Togekisses.
Doesn't explain why that its Incineroar kept flinching. Or no, multiple mons got flinched on that. Still. Togekiss. Anyway, whatever.
What are you talking about?
Anyway, whatever. Moving on. Akira won. That's all you really need to know. Alright. Next up, we have National Dex Ubers. What was supposed to be Rahul versus FC turned into Rahul versus Shinobu, who you didn't know before this game.
You pronounce it Shinobu?
Literally, it's literally Shinobu. I don't see how any pronunciation would be. What do I have to call this guy Xinobu?
I personally say Xinobu.
It's Shinobu. It's Shinobu. It's gotta be Shinobu.
Then why is there an X?
Because X is cooler. Alright, we start off with this game. This one's a very short one, but hopefully this will be a good introduction to Shinobu. I've heard good things about Shinobu as a player. Good AG player, they say. But, yeah, I never really found out the hype until now, that is. As we saw both setting up rocks. Yes, someone brought another Rayquaza rock set again. Is that the norm? Is that the norm now in Natex Ubers, where Rayquaza just sets rocks?
I mean, it's an unexpected setter, and most people would look at it and instead of expecting rocks, they would expect a strong attack to come out. So you likely get someone likely switches on it, and then you get to set rocks free.
I feel like I've heard this exact discussion with you last week. So, Rayquaza did beat Mega Titar on turn 5, just using Dragon Ascent before dying to Zacian. Then, the Shinobu Zacian then defeated Rahul's Zacian before getting paralyzed by the Cramorant. and dying to it by turn 10. Very strategic way of killing said Cramorant with activating its Gulp missile and then killing it with Surf shortly after. Then Calyrex killed it. Then we saw the normal Arc Dark setup set up the Sword Stance as Arcus Grass, Water Arcus Grass, missed the Will-O-Wisp on turn 15. It missed the Will-O-Wisp, and then it chose to do Normalium Z and could kill it. Rahul forfeiting shortly after. Any other thoughts?
Not really, no.
So hopefully this is a good indicator of how good Shinobu is.
For the record, the name Shinobu is not taken on Smogon, to my knowledge.
Like
so,
the actual name Shinobu, Shin.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be taken.
Oh damn it! Don't give people ideas.
All I'm saying is that if they want to be named Shinobu, they could.
Oh,
so this is a choice.
Don't give people ideas. Now everyone's gonna have their waifu. Everyone's gonna name it because it's waifu. I don't know, waifu culture. Anyway, good job to Shinobu for winning, planting as an excellent sub for FC. Let's move on now, and of course contributing to the absolute posters success. Alright, next up we have Shared Power Rounds. The trio is broken versus Losco no Shuto, and just up front, all the ranked games were played early. Not only played early, but they all ended in 2 games.
This one might have been the most dominant
of all the Rand series so far, or just this week?
No, actually, that or maybe what JJ did.
We'll talk about what JJ did, but let's talk about this one first. What Losco did. Fitting, because, they're both excellent Rand players, as expected. Alright, so game 1, we saw the Iron Jugulus set up against Alamamola on turn 11. However, missed Hurricane a bunch before being killed by the Alamamola. Basque Legion, though, killed the Ambipom on turn 22, while Flareon defeated both Minior and Ogerpon. Minior because it was able to Flare Blitz and Quick Attack to kill it, and then used the normal-ass Trailblaze to set up against Ogerpon and then kill it with Flare Blitz, damaging Deoxys very heavily, not taking any residual damage because Magic Guard, and then Dugtrio forfeited shortly after.
This is the most dangerous that a Flareon is ever going to look.
Even got a big hit on Deoxys. I'm surprised it didn't kill the damn thing.
Well, might as well have, let's be honest.
It really might well have. And then we saw game 2. We saw Yuxi setting up the
No comment on the exact abilities and stuff that went into making this Flareon so insanely dangerous.
Magic Guard.
Magic Guard. Guts.
Adaptability?
Adaptability.
Serene Grace, I think, is Shaman. And
not that one mattered.
Yeah, but it was still just a very dangerous Flareon. And then we saw game 2.
And on top of which, it had regenerators, so like
free healing.
Yeah.
Free healing.
Not only gets to take toxic damage, it gets to heal if it switches.
Yep. Then we saw game 2. We saw the Galvantula pivoting out to let Yuxi set up rocks. And then we saw the Porygon Z paralyzing Chiyu on turn 7 with the Thunder Wave. before it died to its dark pulse, as Galvantula then killed it, setting up webs, as Archaludon then defeated it. Until Magirna beat it on turn 14. Nice floor cannon attack. It did have the download, but it also had what's this thing's ability? Soul Heart. Yes, that's actually really dangerous. Soul Heart and download.
Yeah.
It's really dangerous. Meowstick then joined in the fight with Magirna defeating the Spidops on turn 20, setting up against the Terrasteel Mandibuzz. Eventually, it killed it on turn 28, then just swept the rest for Losco to win. So yeah, another dangerous combination of abilities here, PokeArt.
Or just a terrible matchup into Magirna.
It had Levitate. It had Levitate because of Uxie. It had Download because Porygon Z. It had Soul Heart to boost even more of its attack. It had Prankster because of Meowstick. Just overall a pretty dangerous thing. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing also had...
Doug Trio didn't bring Tinglu.
Yeah, could have maybe used that Vessel of Ruin.
Oh boy, could he have.
I'm also willing to bet that Galvantula also had Compound Eyes.
Probably. I don't know what else it even gets.
Oh, Nerve. Hilarious. Yeah. Well, Losco continues to dominate this tier. If there's no Michael Derbest to tear through the Ranspool, Losco is. Or JJ. Either of the two. Really. Then we have Same 6. Now you'd think, oh god, Queso? This old head of a player who's been around...
Hey, they're both old.
Oh, Queso is it's not as prevalent as crying is. But Queso beating a goat in crying? What the hell? And then you look at the team and then you watch the Same 6 game, it's makes sense.
That could have gone either way, though. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
But I would hedge a bet in saying that Queso had the better sets overall. Anyway, we saw here as Typhlosion was sacked pretty early on by Crying. Cheese's own Typhlosion with Scorching Sands, Turtonator, then OHKOing the Typhlosion with Dragonium Z, allowing Perugly. Sacking Perugly to allow Xurkitree to kill Perugly. As Mega Gallade then beat Turtonator on turn 14. As Xurkitree beat Queso's Xurkitree before Turtonator missed the Draco Meteor on turn 18. That was a pretty unfortunate miss, but nothing too threatening in the long run. Then, after both Gallades died, we had Xurkitree defeating the Diggersby before losing to Turtonator's Draco Meteor.
I don't know about you, but that Draco miss was potentially pretty major, depending on what happened turn 20.
Oh, because of the Mega Gallade. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Crying did bring Mega Gallade with upper hand. Now,
Which being brought into Queso's Shadow Sneak Mega Gallade is a pretty good tech.
it is.
What
But
I don't really get is why Queso didn't, use Shadow Sneak that turn, actually.
I guess he was just trying to predict maybe Xurkitree coming in. I don't know.
He might have predicted the Scarf Diggersby coming in, maybe? Yeah?
Maybe. Well, it is 9%. It's only at 9% left, so I guess it would make sense.
And it's immune to Shadow Sneak, and it would outspeed, and... Yeah, actually, come to think of it. Let me see this. Only one.
She switched in Diggersby?
No. Cheese was aware that he would lose if he Shadow Sneaked, and Crying successfully got in Digger's. So that's why he opted instead for. That's why he opted instead for
the upper hand strat.
No, I'm talking about Cheese. That's why he opted for Earthquake.
Ah, okay. Maybe, yeah.
And it's even more interesting in that case that Crying went for upper hand.
It's, I guess trying to outdo the outdo would be a pretty nice advantage, but in the end, Queso just had to play normal, and play normal he
also,
did.
Is it me, or did Queso win a crucial speed tie?
Queso winning a crucial speed tie, where?
Well, Crying sent in her presumably Scarf Diggersby to kill Gallade. Then Queso sent in his presumably Scarf Diggersby. It outsped and killed the opposing Diggersby, and then that put him ahead, so he won.
I guess that would be the case.
Makoi, if Crying won that speed tie, she won.
Turtonator wouldn't be able to survive its earthquake?
It wouldn't matter if it would survive or not. There's a circuitry
in the back. Yeah, circuitry was in the back. She would have instantly gone for the kill there.
Yeah, see, it actually came down to a speed tie.
Congratulations, Queso, on winning that speed tie.
Yeah, so you're talking about shocking and said, no, once you watch the actual game, it's not shocking. It came down to a speed tie.
That was the deciding one. That was the deciding game. Okay. Well, congratulations, Queso. Again, he's not washed, people. Still pretty good. Alright, next up we have Mystery OU. Baddie defeats Trichotomy. Surprised?
No.
Good. This game was pretty... It was well played. It was Brown.
Yeah, they both loaded Brown.
Brown versus Brown. Color of poop. They bring the different color of poop, though. So, we saw Garganackle Terra watered, setting rocks, while Mandibuzz poisoned the Tinglu on turn 8. Ursaluna killed Landorus and rested, killing the Tinglu on turn 15 with the Ice Punch. Volcanion was crit OHKO'd on turn 24 by the opposing Volcanion before dying to Dragonite. Then after Mamoswine died, we saw the Dragonite Terra Fairied, de-dancing before being poisoned on turn 31, defeating Mandibuzz before Clodsar warred with Garganackle for a bit until it died on turn 47. With 3 setups of Curse. As Ursaluna killed it for Baddie's Dragonite, then finished off Trichotomies to win the game for Baddie.
Rather unfortunate that Trichotomy was essentially forced to set up his Garganackle against an unaware Mon.
Yeah, well, after the Dragonite got poisoned, he had really no other choice. So he couldn't have Garganackle instead wall the opposing Dragonite, but yeah.
Anyways, why is Volcanion even considered brown?
It's brown because of its mouth. I don't know.
Big red thing with blue things all over it is considered brown. What logic is this?
Come on, Game Freak, get it together. So yeah, Volcanion is apparently allowed in brown. I guess there was no water months to wash off all that poop. Anyway, yeah, Absolute Absent Posters won. Had to take two, but still won. Alright, next up we have the Corvus Squire cultists, who I think lost, if I'm correct, because this thing isn't updated.
Well, McCoy, you can't. The numbers aren't exactly gonna be lower than what they are usually, right?
Yeah, it's 3-5. It's the Corvus Squire cultists losing to the stupid town Snoms. Snoms still won. They finally won a week. Okay, alright. Celebrate.
Why would I celebrate that? I don't like that.
Ah, that's right, because you're enemies now. But yeah, stupid town Snoms actually.
No, also it's the fact that this puts them rather directly behind us.
Third. Ah, okay. They've been very average, and then this win will be very momentum gaining for them. Corvus Square cultists, they're 7th, I think, right now, so they have like the biggest hurdles to climb. It's doable. It's not impossible that they still can make playoffs, but it is a very hard road getting there.
Yeah.
Ah well. They'll try. They'll do their best. Have faith. Alright, but we're not starting off on the right foot here, because the first game that they had was, we had Flampoke losing to TTT Tech. TTT Tech defeating Flampoke in an interesting game. Alright, so we started off here with the Clodsar, who poisoned Yveltal, who removed items before dying to Arceus Water on turn 13, being trapped by the Thunder Cage and all that. While Fluttermane then defeated Chansey, but lost to Burn, as Gliscor killed Arceus on turn 21, while set up...
What? I think you're kind of neglecting the importance of that burn.
The skull burn, yeah, that was,
You do realize that Fluttermane swept if it didn't get burned, right?
Yeah, it could have. Yes, because, Chansey wouldn't have copied its booster energy speed boost. It was just swept entirely. It's very instrumental. So, Fluttermane defeated Chansey, lost to Burn. Gliscor then killed Arceus on turn 21. Then was set up against a setting up Mega Metagross, who was looking pretty dangerous with, multiple victory dances. And then, but was faced out by Mega Aggron on turn 25 before it died to Ultra Necrozma, who then just swept the rest for TTT Tech to win. Any thoughts?
Not really, just that the burn cost Flampoke the game.
That one singular burn. Could have maybe had a Fluttermane sweep, but unfortunately, we didn't get one.
It could have saved the week for the Corvies, that burn.
They could have saved the week. At least tie them again to force the Stomps into their 5th tie. Alright. Next up, we have Cam Move Chaos. Smashing versus the Siri region.
No, we actually don't have that up next.
Yeah, because it never happened. It was an act. So let's move on now to Stab and Mega. Class versus Rafna. One of the longer games that have happened this week. And it was a victory for Class.
You got a great matchup. A nigh unlosable matchup, actually.
In the future. So we saw first as the Lapras burned the Corviknight on turn 8. A very effective burn at that. While Eternatus poisoned the Spectrier on turn 22 with Petulant burning Iron Treads. As Corviknight then burned the Ogerpon on turn 35, while Petulant killed the Iron Treads on turn 45, while Eternatus killed the Spectrier on turn 54. You notice that I haven't really covered all the game because the game was just basically them switching out, Rafna trying to set up screens, there was status that needed to be healed, they weren't recovering all that well, and yeah, it was just things happened. Then Eternatus dodged the Ogerpon's Power Whip attempt, then survived its Stone Axe, living on 1% to heal with Recover, killing it in
what turn?
Turn 55. Well, starting at turn 55 when Rafna, the game costing Power Whip miss at that, I would think. Because Stone Axe would have killed, I think. So, Stone Axe got healed, killed the Ogerpon in return. It beat Lapras as Tinglu then stalled out the Dragonite before killing it on turn 66. Tyranitar stalling the Oricorio at the end, finished it off for Class to win.
I'm surprised you didn't comment on the Tinglu and Tyranitar set because there are two things we don't often see in this tier.
Water Dark Tyranitar, and the Tinglu was very ground. Not often do you see those combinations of typing, don't you?
I think you're forgetting that this is Mix and Mega and that...
Oh, yeah. You're right.
So, are you aware of how such type combinations were even created here?
I'm guessing because of the Megastones.
Mikoi, they didn't Mega Evolve, they just came out like that.
Oh. Well, I know Tyranitar was carrying a Splash Blade. That was much indicated there. What was Tinglu carrying? Oh, Pixie Plate.
Class was using plates.
Damn. What a unique little thing. If you can't bring God
Double plates at that, which I've heard is normally not good.
You know what? 2 what plates?
2 plates.
2 plates. Yeah. Yeah, very uncommon, very rare sets you would have. If you can't bring God into Stab and Mega, well, you can sure as hell bring it to plates.
Double plates is usually not good, he said, but I guess he was trying to match up Fish.
Which worked. Which worked in his...
This wasn't quite what he was expecting, but good matchup anyway.
It did prove well. I thought Tyranitar was going to be Mega Sharpedo and Tinglu was just going to be normal ass Tinglu with a Pixie Plate. But, you know, it worked. It worked for Class, and good job to him, you know? Very effective. Alright, next up we have National Dex DOU. Shiratu versus Michael Durbest. Oh boy. We had such high hopes for Shiryu for this one.
I shouldn't have let you convince me. You had high hopes.
I had high hopes. No, you were in this together, okay? You take the blame as blame. No,
I don't.
You stop coping. I had high.
I'm not coping. It's literally your fault.
I had high hopes that Shiryu was going to outplay Michael here. This would be a regionals matchup out the window, and with Worlds coming up this weekend, actually, it would have been a really good, it would have been a really good matchup to watch up. But now.
You say that like Shiryu plays VGC.
I know. Last week, again, you're bringing up things like last week. So, it was a bad game. I'll just say it right now. It was a bad game of doubles. So, we saw, of course, the Deoxys setting up the rocks to be sacked to Urshifu, while Nihilego killed the Zapdos on turn 3, while Togekiss and Tapu Fini Dynamaxed. With the former crit Okoing Rillaboom, while Scizor tried to Mega to tank Urshifu's Surging Strikes on turn 6 as Fini killed Togekiss. Then we saw.
I was thinking, why didn't Shiryu aim for the Urshifu?
Why?
Tapu Fini.
Why didn't he target the Urshifu? I have no idea.
Yeah, isn't that
was a pretty
much bigger threat to your team in the back?
I thought he had it well scouted. Like, okay, you Dynamax to Tapu Fini. You're like, okay, you're gonna target the Urshifu. You're gonna straight up kill it, leaving Togekiss to be killed by Mega Scizor, right? No.
Yeah, because Togekiss was in Scizor range after that first bullet punch.
Yeah.
So Tapu Fini could have just targeted the Urshifu. And now
I have no idea.
And now if you're not quite satisfied, just letting that Urshifu get down to Sash, I mean, in theory, you could have Scizor bullet punch it.
It did eventually bring it to Sash, but I think it was a turn late to bring it down to Sash. You did it at turn 6, when you really should have been doing it at turn 5.
Yeah, really should have gotten rid of that Urshifu sooner.
Yeah, faster. Faster would have been, the more proper, playing here. But no, you just wasted it. You just wasted a perfectly good chance to kill. Scizor would have been bullet punching that thing. So you could leave Togekiss there to be killed by Nihilego. You have Fake Out, Incineroar. You have things that could deal with Togekiss in general. But no. So, yeah. Then we saw the Incineroar kill the Spectrier. Mega Scizor was then, unfortunately, sacked as Urshifu killed Tapu Fini on turn 10, leaving Incineroar to be flinched and killed by Landorus at the end with Rock Slide, even getting a flinch there on turn 11. Michael Derbest ended up winning. I was upset.
Think about how I feel, and you convinced me into Michael Derbest.
I really thought Shiryu was going to be one of those players that can catch Michael. But no. Yeah.
You think there's a player who can catch Michael?
Well, this isn't Rands.
Mind you, Michael has been runner-up in the World Championships before.
He has. Then if Michael does compete in Worlds this year, then more power to him. I hope he wins. For the benefit of those with Smogon territory, okay? So yeah. Well done, Michael. Again, hopefully you do go to Worlds. I know a lot of people are going to Worlds. I think one of your players is actually going to Worlds, but we'll talk about it.
TPP is going to Worlds.
Yeah, have fun out there. Anyway, next up we have another player who probably is going to.
He's not playing in Worlds. He's just going there, by the way.
We'll have another player who's probably also going to Worlds, but not actually competing in it. Velvet defeating Fiend. I don't know. I don't actually follow the talk on who's actually going to Worlds and who isn't. So we saw Velvet here defeat Fiend. It was a pretty expected Velvet game, to say the least.
She had a good matchup too.
She had a pretty good matchup. I don't know what the hell Fiend brought. I mean, it makes
side terrain offense.
Side terrain, which doesn't usually normally just work. Okay, so we saw Groudon poison the Cramorant, as Ditto then copied Arceus Dark to set rocks, with Yveltal killing the Cramorant and poisoned Tapu Lele on turn 16, as the superior Necrozma Duskmane defeated Ultra Necrozma, with Cramorant paralyzing the Calyrex, who full parade, unfortunately for Fiend on turn 23. Killing it. Yeah, I mean...
That didn't matter, man. It didn't matter in the grand scheme of the game.
It didn't matter, because Velvet had the clear advantage at that point.
Well, also the fact that if it did attack it, I'm pretty sure it would just, get low and then die next turn.
Yeah, I mean...
Hell, maybe Velvet sent in Ditto and cleaned up the rest.
Oh, God. Can you imagine if Velvet actually did send out Ditto? I mean, it had to contend against the Dark, but still.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, it was...
it didn't really matter.
It was pretty haphazard in the grand scheme of things. And then, Ditto instead of copying the Dark or the Calyrex, it did instead copy Tapu Lele to then sweep, even tanking a Deoxys Psycho Boost under Psychic Terrain to kill it with Moonblast, and then kill Dark in the end for Velvet to win.
Ditto would have ended up copying Tapu Fini anyway without that para. Tapu Lele anyway without that para. Because Yveltal came in to finish off the Calyrex.
Bring in Tapu Lele.
The Tapu Lele would come in to finish off the Yveltal. Ditto would copy it and then sweep again.
It still would have come to the same direction, and Ditto ended up winning, copying Tapu Lele, which was the correct choice, and yeah, it was able to tank that Psychic Boost well. Psycho Boost, not Psychic Boost. Okay.
Oh, it had a Psychic Boost, alright.
Ah, yes. 182 base power, motherfucker. Alright, next up we had Rams. Yavitu losing to good old JJ. Good old reliable JJ. So we start off here in game 1. We saw Pheasantipity poison the Blaziken, killing it shortly, as we saw the Quagsire toxic the Wo-Chien, who missed Leech Seed on turn 7. Okay. Rhydon then Terrified on turn 11. Burned the Walking Wick, as Wo-Chien was then sacked, while Sawsbuck flinched the Frostmoth on turn 14. Pheasantipity then killed it, while Blastoise Shell smashed, with the former Terra Watering on turn 18, and the latter dying to Sawsbuck. Then Sawsbuck then flinched Iron Hands, with Slowbro Galar killing it, Toxicking Koraidon, who burned Quagsire, before dying to Flare Blitz recoil for JJ to win.
Why did Hobby 2 keep setting up things? It gets speed boosts, but like you didn't need to keep Swords Dancing with your iron hands once Unaware was revealed.
I don't know. We don't know what had happened in the long run in the grand scheme of things, but like, it's all well and good. JJ still had the advantage.
Not that it wouldn't matter, I just found it funny that he kept using setup moves even though his opponent had Unaware.
Well, them's the name of the game. And that's really bad. Then we saw game 2. Where you'd think, upon seeing Kirim in the Sand/Alola, I thought JJ was gonna bring snow. But he didn't.
There's no snow there. Or here. There's no snow.
Yeah, there's only rain.
Neither of those said snow, you dopus.
Well, there is rain. There is Pelipper. So...
yeah, that's rain.
which is liquefied snow. So we saw, of course, the Talonflame burn the Dugong. And after, Decidueye and Girder knocked each other's items on turn 14, we had Cyclizar setting up the sub with Shedtail to allow Palmot to paralyze Houndstone, while Decidueye killed the Girder on turn 24, Yabito forfeiting shortly after. JJ bringing something, and again, evil. Regen abuser confirmed.
Damn, still though, Javi 2 forfeited when it was 5 to 6.
I mean, when you're facing off against a regen team, do you have things that could beat it?
I don't know. Did Hobby 2 even reveal his full team yet?
I don't think so. I think it just revealed 4. Come on.
If you ask me, this Talonflame looks pretty good here.
Flame Body.
Flame Body and just being very fast.
I wish she brought Regieleki just to frick with JJ. But yeah.
Yeah, there was also a Regieleki, but like, no, you don't want Regieleki here.
You don't want it, yeah, because, you know.
There's a Palmot. It might be Volt Absorb.
Yep. So, it makes sense in the long run. I mean, he saw already the wall running dry, and, you know, JJ just won based off of that.
I don't know, man. There's a Venomoth here.
What's it gonna do? Tinted Lens, Quiver Dance, just swap?
Yeah, maybe. And Tinted Lens is just really good in general.
It's just really good in general. You're right. Alright, next up we have same 6. Nashrock losing to Esteban. Is there really any?
No one's surprised.
Is there really any surprise that Esteban would win?
Nope. I was not surprised in the slightest because this was misplayed from turn 1.
From turn 1 it was. Because Typhlosion, you know, the last game, we didn't really see too much of Typhlosion. This game was chock-a-block full of Typhlosion.
Well, yeah, that's because Hisuian Typhlosion's actually good.
It is very good. So, as Pokert mentioned, turn 1, we saw the Eruption immediately killing the Swallow. From the...
after he got hard switched in from what was a Gardevoir. Mind you, a bulky Gardevoir, which was EV to survive anything that Typhlosion could attack it with.
I don't know why.
And it had Trick Lagging Tail.
Maybe he was expecting Shadow Ball?
Of course he was, but he survived that.
He survived it. Swallow.
Like, come on! It was Isn't that the point? Why did you switch?
Why did he switch?
If he didn't switch, the thing would have been shut down.
Yes, it was. Eruption wouldn't have done as much.
No, it would have done as much. It just would move last every turn.
Oh yeah, and Swallow, of course, would move first, and you risk not losing your Swallow instead.
Swallow could have been awesome in this matchup, in theory. I don't know what Nashrock was running.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was...
You know, what we feared on.
I don't think it was what I was talking about last week.
Yeah, we did. I don't think anyone would have brought the Theoremon that we crafted, which was the Boom Burst special set.
Scrappy.
Yeah, Boom Burst Scrappy Swallow set, which would have been really good against Typhlosion, you know.
Oh yeah, he was Gut Swallow.
Lame. What a lame set. Alright, so we saw...
I mean, good in theory.
It's lame, though. Against this, it's lame.
But come on.
It's lame.
Boomburst.
Boomburst, yeah. Boomburst Scrappy's way better. So, we saw the Surfetch kill the Sandaconda on turn 5 for dying to Pikachu. As we saw the Sandaconda set rocks for Surfetch to defog before dying to Typhlosion Hisui, as Pikachu then paralyzed the Gardevoir on turn 21 before dying to Pikachu Surf, as Typhlosion killed it before Nashrock forfeited.
That para didn't matter.
That para also didn't matter, yes.
There was still Typhlosion and Swallow in the back. That didn't matter at all.
Scarf Swallow at that.
Yeah.
Which
Scarf Scrappy Boomburst, maybe?
I hope it's Scrappy Boomburst.
Or it's just Scarf Physical, which works too, I guess.
Nah. Not in my world. Okay, yeah, it probably will, because, yeah, it's mostly special attackers. But still, whatever. Scrappy Boomburst is better. Don't bring that next time on your Swallows, once it rolls. Alright, next up we have Mystery OU. Clam beating Zastra. This one had...
I like how you say Zastra in a way that's more like where I'm from than the way I say it.
Zastra. The southern Zastra.
That's not quite... No.
What? How do you say it?
I was literally just saying how that's not how I say it.
Well, no, how do you say it?
How do I say it?
Yeah.
I literally just said it's not how you say it because I just say Zastra.
Oh. Zastra. Like Zathura. Alright, never mind. Anyway, it's blue versus purple.
But if my parents, for example, were to pronounce it, they'd probably say Zastra.
Zastra, like southerner. Anyway, so we have...
No, that's not... No.
So we have...
That's not a southern. You're just adding a southern accent to the pronunciation.
Maybe I'm just hanging out with southern people more often than not. Anyway, blue...
I don't think so.
No, I am. Anyway, blue versus purple. Blue versus purple, and
yeah, not gonna lie, he shouldn't have brought purple.
Purple is pretty bad here because, you know, considering the fact that you had 3 water types to deal with, you dope. All right.
It's just not. It's not good into blue, and blue is like
OP.
Yeah, blue's one of the best types, man.
So we have, of course, Greninja using low kick to kill Gudra Hisui on turn 11. Then we saw...
Did Clem know? Did Clem know there was gonna be a Gudra and that Zastra was gonna load purple?
They were gonna
Cause
cook.
like that's a crazy bring.
They were gonna cook. They were gonna cook. So Garchomp then missed the scale shot on Ceruledge to lose to it with Poltergeist, while Pitcherun Terradarked and swapped items with Greninja using Switcheroo.
In theory, could Zostra have set up Ceruledge on turn 15?
Maybe. Shadow Snake. How much would the Shadow Snake have done? Probably would have killed Garchomp at that range.
No, I just mean because it was going to use Scale Shot, because Earthquake couldn't hit it, and I wonder if Scale Shot would have killed.
Yeah, probably will actually.
Clem says it would have died.
Okay, which is fine. Then we saw the Petrarad Terradark swapped items with Greninja, poisoning it as Latias then Terrasteeled on turn 22. Latios, while Ceruledge killed Greninja. Or at least let it die to poison. Or no, it died. Then we saw Ogerpon kill Petrarad. And Cobalion kept roaring mons until it lost to a crit body press on turn 34 from the Ditto. As Dondozo then set up Curse and healed, defeating Great Tusk on turn 42, ward with Ditto, and killed Ceruledge before Zostra forfeited.
Yeah, Zostra's matchup sucked because this Dondozo basically beat almost his entire team.
He'll walled it very well.
Well, walls and kills it all.
Yeah, and of course healing. And yeah, I don't think a single Mon here, not even Ditto, could have beaten Dondozo that effectively.
Oh, Ditto least of all.
Ditto, yeah, because unaware.
The only thing I'd give a shot to is,
Ceruledge?
No.
Yeah, because that was Waterfall.
Even less so that.
Less than Ditto? Yikes.
Well, literally any of Ditto, Ceruledge, Gliscor, and Tusk can't beat that.
Yeah. Goudreau, if it still lived, I guess. No, it had body press. What am I thinking?
Depends on the Goudreau set, really. If it's special, maybe. It's mixed, anyways.
It's mixed.
The only other thing I'd give a shot is Pecharunt, but that was dead.
That was dead as well. So yeah, Clem just had the overwhelming advantage, and Blue was just very, very, very good. Alright, next up we have the Grovile gang, who were 6th, now 7th, I guess? I don't know. Or are they retained 6th? I don't remember.
What are you talking about?
The gang, the Groviles. What are their position right now?
4th.
4th. Damn. So they were. Are they still 4th?
Yes.
Okay.
They weren't 4th last week.
Oh yeah. Because they had pretty successful weeks before. They just had a minor setback here. They lost to the Ambers, who are a much better team. I think they're 3rd? No. 5th. Right?
The Groviles?
The Ambers.
Or the Ambers are 5th, yeah.
Okay. Wow, I'm surprised. I thought the Ambers are better than that, but okay. But they lost, so the balance is etched out a little. The Ambers are closing in to maybe making playoffs. Starting off though, you have Poke BH, where we saw what was supposed to be Brain Damage Haver versus Right Clicker turned into Brain Damage Haver versus Rex. And Brain won. To your surprise or to not?
Not my surprise.
Yeah, Brain was better player here. Rex brought a Quillfish.
What is this obsession with people bringing Quillfish? What does it do? It poisons things occasionally, I guess, but you can do that when stand near any mon.
Yeah, Tabulite. I guess it's because of the poison dark typing. Because there's no Muckalola to fulfill that role.
I don't see why there can't be a Muckalola to fulfill that role.
I think it's, I don't know. It's just a weird bring, okay? Anyway, we saw first of all the Tinglu poisoning the Argus Water, who healed it off, set up the take hard, before Quillfish burned the Tinglu on turn 17. So Quillfish did get to do stuff, I guess. As Mega Metagross...
Quillfish seems to be a status merchant.
A merchant. Yes, it's that effective. As we saw the Mega Metagross defeat the Mega Aggron on turn 34. Mega Ampharos then defeated the Quillfish on turn 47. As Ultra Necrozma killed the Tinglu and Ho-Oh before OHKOing Arcus Water, with it finishing off the rest for Brain to win. Any other thoughts?
Nope.
Brain won very, very casually.
Just noticing that there's been a lot of Ultra Necrozmas being brought this week.
Yes, there are. I wonder what's the consensus with the PokeBH Council. Alright, next up we have Kamove Chaos. Aerobee beating Bandit Body Press. Wow, wow, wee, wow. What happened here?
I don't know.
Well, now we'll know.
Oh, wait, no, yes I do. I do know what happened. Bandit Body Press through.
Okay. So we started off here with Cresselia poisoning the Ogerpon before dying to Mega DNC on turn 11. Who then...
The whole Cresselia Ogerpon thing lasted a while.
Yeah. It lasted for at least 10 turns in the beginning. And we saw...
Yeah, which I was wondering what was going on here.
They were trying to size each other up, I think. Maybe.
I guess the Cresselia was Ability Shield.
Oh yeah, it probably was. So
considering Ogerpon was, Mold Breaker, but still couldn't hit it.
Yeah, you're right. It's probably that. Then we saw the Mega Diancie defeat the Mega Scizor and the Chansey on turn 19.
I was a little shocked when I saw the Mega Diancie just straight up kill the Scizor. Like, okay, I guess the Scizor ain't using Aqua Jet or anything.
I don't know. Maybe he didn't carry it. Would have probably used that if he did. So
I don't know. I thought he might just be expecting Diancie to switch or something.
Probably. We saw, of course, the Mega Diancie defeat Chansey on turn 19. Then Ursaluna set up Calm Mind and beat King Galar on turn 29, defeating Zeraora and Diancie, dying to Conkeldurr, who survived Tapu Bulu's attacks to beat
Seeing Ursaluna go on a rampage, I was wondering, how did Bandit Body Press lose this?
So this is what happened. So we saw the Ursuluna die with the sucker punch on Conkelder. Then Power Whip Tapu Bulu didn't kill the Conkelder. So it's surviving on a bare minimum of HP to then beat it with knockoff before defeating Colossal at the end for Aerobe to win. Clutch move.
I don't know if it was just that it was a roll or what, but Banded Body Press would have won if he sent out Colossal first, just so Conkelder would have taken another turn of burn damage and not get healed by, grassy terrain.
Yeah.
It was a combination of two things that lost Banded Body Press the game in the end. One being that Power Whip missed the kill, and the other being that it set grassy terrain, which allowed Conkelder to live on.
Yep. That was very unfortunate to have happened to Banded Body Press there.
So yeah, I think Banded Body Press needed to send out Colossal first. Then I think he had it.
Yeah. Which, was very unfortunate. Kudos though for, absolutely clutching it though, with an almost victory, I guess. Alright, next up we have Stabbin' Magus. We have Derpy Boy versus Space Speakers, and Space Speakers won. Actually, no, this was a close match. What am I thinking of?
I just find it interesting that Derpy Boy didn't bring an E-Speeder.
For the first time in forever?
I don't know. I haven't been paying close attention to what he brings.
Well, it was certainly a first. It's also a breath of fresh air because there was an Arcanine Nisui and not... Well, actually, no. What am I thinking? It's the opposite. It's Space Speakers who's the one who's bringing the thingamajig. So first off, whatever. So we saw the Keldeo burned the team, finished it off, while Keldeo then set Zapdos to kill it on turn 15. Zamazenta was then set up but got poisoned, defeating Swampert before losing to Keldeo, who was just tearing it up. Spaces' own Zamazenta then beat Eternatus on turn 24 as Arcanine Nisui finished off Volcarona and Keldeo, defeating Blissey at the end for Space to win this very, I wouldn't say long game or short game, but it was a very dominant win by Space. Don't you agree? Do you have any more thoughts?
I have no other thoughts, but damn, no E-Speeder into a Diamsite Keldeo is rough.
It is very, very rough. And proved effective, I guess. For Space, I mean.
Also, non-bulky Eternatus is an interesting choice.
It is a very interesting choice. Alright, next up we have National Dex DOU. Luisin losing to Logice, which you called it.
Yes.
Why did you call it? Actually, was this the weird game?
Togedemaru?
Yeah, this was a pretty weird game, all things considered, because Luisin brought Togedemaru, and it's not Endeavor, the level 1 Togedemaru.
It's just a normal ass level 100 Togedemaru.
Yeah, and yes. So Zeraora set up the bulk up, while Porygon 2 sets up the Trick Room. critting Zeraora before Rillaboom finished it off as a crit Amoonguss on turn 6. Then set up the Trick Room again as Stakataka Dynamax, defeating Togedemaru and Tapu Lele as Corviknight Dynamax in return, while Mega Salamence survived on 1 before dying to Sandstorm, which was really funny. And we saw Porygon Z surviving Corviknight's attacks to kill it on turn 14, leaving only Amoonguss, and Logice won because he nearly got the 6-0. Any other thoughts?
Not really. Just the fact that I think I understand what Lewiston was going for, but boy did it not work.
Boy did it backfire in his face, yeah.
I'm gonna guess the idea of Togedemaru was, Lightning Rod.
That's it?
Lightning Rod plus Corviknight, yeah.
That's it? That's what Togedemaru's just there for? Just to redirect attacks? Or
it does get the utility. It does get good utility and Lightning Rod, so probably.
Wish it would just be.
Neither of the other abilities really make sense to me.
I just wish it could have done more than just Lightning Rod. Maybe it could just Toxic Mons. It's a fast boy, isn't it?
It's a fast boy, but Toxic isn't good here.
Because Amoonguss exists.
Not only is there plenty of
Tapu
Tapu Fini, but
Amoonguss.
It's a fast-paced tier with lots of offense.
I guess. It's just nice to bring. Anyway, yeah. Or Thunderwave. I think it carries Thunderwave, actually.
It gets Nuzzle for crying out loud. It doesn't need Thunderwave.
Yeah, you're right. It does get Nuzzle. Should have used that instead. Anyway, next up we have...
For all you know, maybe it had it.
Yeah, probably did. Alright, National Dex Ubers minus obtainable forms. The Strap beat Latiasite. Latiasite's unbeaten streak is over, and I think the Strap has actually tied Latiasite's record.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I think they're both 4-1. I think Strap has been doing very, very well. I wouldn't be surprised if they're both 4-1.
I think Velvet is also 4-1.
Oh yeah, she's been doing pretty good too. They all have better records than FC because FC didn't play this week.
What's FC's record? Is he 4-0?
I think so. He must have lost once or twice. I don't know. You check.
I don't recall him losing.
Check. You check. Ah!
3-1.
3-1. 3-1 FC.
Okay, yeah, he's 3-1.
So, yes, my point still stands that these guys have a better record than FC. So, Latiasite versus...
Yeah, because they played more.
They played more...
I think FC probably would have beaten Rahul.
Probably, yeah. He would have probably been the... He would have probably had a 4-1 record had he not subbed out. Anyway, so we saw Groudon, Oko Eternatus early on, giving Strap the early advantage. As Cramorant then paralyzed Zacian on turn 4, was Groudon then poisoned Yveltal, who poisoned Fairy Arceus Water, before dying on turn 20. While Arceus Ground then set up, but got paralyzed by the Cramorant. As Arceus Water Healing Wished on turn 30 just to heal the Zacian, who then died on turn 34, very funnily enough, swept the rest for Strap to win. Arceus Ground just tanking hits and recovering and just doing good damage. Good job for Strap. A nice matchup. You got a nice matchup. Alright. Then this series. Rands. Zap losing to MG. I cannot forgive how Zap played this one.
Why?
Game 1. I was pretty angry about this. So,
I remember, and the reasons were completely invalid because it proved that there wasn't anything he could do by that point.
but I was left feeling quite pissed off about this. So, your turn. We saw the Altaria set up the Dragon Dance and defeat Meowscarada early on. I wish he didn't have to sack it. I really wish he didn't have to sack Meowscarada early on.
That's more of a hindsight wishing he didn't sack it, though.
Because he didn't bring, like, the other Mons. Actually, wait. What would have tanked Altaria's hits at this? If he only...
Lantern, I guess?
I think only Lantern and Iron Boulder?
Well, let's see. If I remember correctly, Altaria's 2 attacks were Brave Bird and Earthquake, right?
Brave Bird and Earthquake, yeah.
So I guess Thunderous would have actually done well at taking those hits.
Yeah? Could have used the... Well, the thing is, with Thunderous, yes, you can, like, Thunder Wave it, but this thing also gets natural cure.
Yeah, the problem is the Thunderous doesn't do enough damage to win in a long-term 1v1.
Also Blastoise. Could have done to bring Blastoise along as well. So, Lantern went ahead and killed Masquerain as Thunderous Terragrassed, but Mudsdale then survived its Grass Knot on turn 13 before, knocking off Salamence's item before dying to it in the long run. And then it Terra Dragoned on turn 18 to get Thunder Wave, but again, inconsequential by that natural cure. And then Zap sacked the Lantern to bring in, Zap sacked in the Lantern to, what am I gonna say here? Zap sacked the Lantern to bring in Mabostiff, who went ahead and did its thing. And yeah, it just led to the Regirock, who was built and, just set up well to just tank all sorts of attacks, setting up the Iron Defense at a good enough time for MG to then set up, heal it off with Rest, set up more. Zap only had physical attackers left, and it just won with Body Press and Stone Edge.
Honestly, I'm not really sure what Zap could have done differently. I know we discussed that had he saved either Meowscarada or Thunderous, maybe he could have beaten the Regirock, but
against the Salamence, what are you gonna do?
It was very difficult to save the Thunderous in that case because his entire method of beating that Salamence was being able to activate weak armor to outspeed it, and to do that he needed to properly bait it into using dual wing beat on his Lantern.
Yeah.
So basically, this would require a clean switch in for Ceruledge, and then a hard switch for Lantern to properly bait.
Yeah, it's a really hard set of circumstances, but I wish Meowscarada was well kept because, you could have beaten the Regirock, you would have saved the trouble of having Mabostiff. You could have done the Terra Fairy Mabostiff later on if Salamence and Altaria were left, but if you could have kept the Meowscarada, have Flower Trick it, beat the Regirock, and then... No, Terra Fairy Mabostiff. It did Terra Fairy Mabostiff. So,
That wasn't Terra. The Thunderous Terra.
No. I'm talking about Zap's... No, I'm talking about Zap's Mabostiff. It Terra Fairied.
Is Thunderous Terra Grassed?
Oh, Protean. Never mind. Well, yeah, again, you could have saved the trouble of having, Mabostiff, come in against the Salamence, against the Altaria, beat it, and then, yeah, you're good to go from there.
Well, it's not always fairy, Mikoi.
I guess so. Yeah, I was just left feeling, angry about it, all things considered. So, Game 2, this one, I had no chance. There was no chance Zap was going to win Game 2 here. So, first off, we saw the Arcanine burn the Quagsire, or the Flare Blitz, who missed it, but then missed Toxic on the Chi-Yu before dying to it on turn 6. Mian Xiao then missed the High Jump Kick against the Chi-Yu on turn 9. To then lose to it. Then Luxray then ended up turn normaling to beat the Clodsire and Thunderous. Zap forfeiting shortly after. Any other thoughts?
Not really. I just find it funny that MG brought Intimidate into Defiant twice and still won.
Yep. I mean, it's just proven effective. Genius won.
We might have seen a different game if that Mian Xiao didn't miss.
Yeah, Zap would have done even more. Zap would have been firmly winning that one because Mian Xiao was doing a lot more.
Yeah, I don't know if any of MG's Mons would have beaten that.
Nope.
Doesn't seem like it, considering a Mon to come out was Chi-Yu.
Yep. Strange. It was very strange for MG to send out Chi-Yu, but I guess...
No, I think he just straight up lost, because...
Yeah, why did he send out Chi-Yu
next? Lost without misses.
Yeah. Alright, well...
So it didn't really matter to him what he sent out.
Yeah, so well done, MG there. Next up, hey, we got this one right. BTK defeating Shizuku in Same 6.
So we got this right indeed.
So this one...
It really could have gone either way, in my opinion. I think they're both pretty good, but... Well, PTK... was a little more innovative.
It definitely was. So we saw first the Simipour burning the other Simipour, who poisoned Raging Bolt on turn 5 with, the Thunderclap bait to then Toxic it. Very nicely done.
When you have offensive Mons that have frankly weak offenses, run Toxic.
And then we saw the Palossand, who was poisoned by the Cast Form by turn 12, after it set rain. My Cargo actually was the one who set rain. Cast Form just went ahead and transformed. Again.
Rain?
Sun. Imagine my Cargo setting rain. It would die. So...
Yeah, that's actually funny to imagine now that you say it.
My Cargo
it sets rain and I'm melting. Oh no.
Yeah, it's more like evaporating, but yeah, my Cargo sets rain dance. It would be that would have been a very funny visual.
Just kind of turning into a cool down puddle.
Yikes! That's horrifying visuals. That's horrifying imagery there. So, we saw the Palossand defeat Simipour. Macargo, PTK's Macargo, actually brought Shell Smash, which was very risky, but, it did make sense, beating the Palossand before losing the Raging Bolt. Mega Venusaur used the physical set, as Raging Bolt used Eerie Impulse to, he was gonna maybe I see this is a Mega Venusaur. This is a mostly special attacking guy. I'll just lower it using Eerie Impulse. Nope, it's a physical ass Venusaur. It used Earthquake.
I respect the bring of Eerie Impulse, but PTK unintentionally thought ahead.
Yeah, he thought ahead, and it Petal Blizzard and Earthquake just kind of did along. Even tanking an Icium Z attack from Simipour.
Well, that's not surprising.
It's thick fat. I know. It's thick fat. And then yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that Icium Z was not intended for Mega Venusaur, but rather Raging Bolt.
Yeah. And also, the fact that PTK won the speed tie against Venusaur on turn 22 is also worth mentioning. Winning Macargo, and then winning for PTK.
Well, to be fair, this was one for PTK whether he won that speed tie or not, because, like, he still had Raging Bolt. No way was that Mega Venusaur about to one-shot his Raging Bolt.
Yeah, I don't think Raging Bolt was even used. I wonder what that set was.
We don't know. Maybe it might have been like Specs or something. Specs Deeples.
Imagine if it was physical. Imagine if it was physical.
I don't think it has great physical attack, Maypoint.
I just said, imagine.
Yeah, it only has 73 physical attack.
That's
not worth it over the 137 special attack.
Also, does it run like good physical moves? That's what I'm wondering now. Gets Thunderfang.
I don't know.
Probably gets Thunderfang and Crunch, but that's it. But that's about it. You know, copies Raikou.
Ha. It might get some dragon moves too. Who knows?
Alright, moving on now to the final game. We saw
Mega Venusaur actually has decent attack though. 100 base attack.
Yes. That one I knew, and that's why I thought Mega Venusaur was a good bring for PTK. Alright.
Well, yeah, they both brought Mega Venusaur, because, like, what, you want normal Venusaur?
Yeah, normal Venusaur. I mean, friggin' Chlorophyll Doll. Chlorophyll Doll.
You got a point.
Yeah, so we now move to the final game of this set, the Mystery OU game between One Last Kiss defeating Mada. And he used green.
And Mada used purple.
Which if it's all from last game, purple doesn't work well.
Purple's not exactly bad. Other colors are just better.
Also Corviknight. Corviknight is purple.
Yes, it is. Astute observation. I mean, if you color drop that, yeah, it's purple.
But I don't get why Comfey is green.
I get it. Look at its main body.
That's it?
It's a light green.
It's lime.
Well, yeah, that's a shade of green, Mikoi.
Also Dragapult, but, you know, that's more bluish, I guess. I don't know. It's just weird. Again, Pokemon, get your act together. Anyway, we saw both Araquanids, well, Ditto in the case of, you know, Mada. They both set up webs. Tornadus then set up to beat Gastrodon on turn 6, sacking Araquanid, while Pecharunt beat Comfey on turn 11. Well, Tornadus beat Articuno Galar on turn 24 and Pecharunt on turn 32 before it burned Ditto and killed Corviknight and crit killed the Gliscor on turn 40, finishing off Ditto for OLK to win. He was just using that Tornadus very effectively here. Hell, even survived the Grass Knot on turn 41.
Yeah, I don't know if green is actually good, but One Last Kiss certainly made it look good.
It did look good. I mean, look at that. Dragapult, Tornadus, Rillaboom, T-Tar. Oof. Any other thoughts?
Not really.
Yay! I get to glaze one last kiss, and actually have it correct.
Good for you.
Alright, now we move on to the final set of the week. Limasawa Street Litwicks, one of the top 2 teams. You tied the worst placed team in the Silverhaven Slowbros.
We won if we got a set correctly. If we got a set correct, but we didn't.
You had the chance to beat the worst placed team, and yet you didn't.
Reminder that they tied the Absols too.
Man, Silverhaven Slowbros are the secret Giga Chads of the tour. Confirmed.
At least, no, never mind. That was misinformation. They lost to the Absols. They tied one other team. It was the Slugmas, right?
That's it. But that's it. They lost otherwise. Well, they're out. Well, this is perfect confirmation, though, that the Silverhaven Slowbros are out of TPP.
No, they're not.
What? What do you mean? They just lost. Bro. What are you talking about?
Their chances are basically nothing, but it's not actually 0.
It's 0 at what? 0.9999999%? Sure. So,
as Bobsy can put it, he likes his odds of finding a full odd shiny better.
Okay. That's a bold take. Speaking of Bob,
oh yeah. What a perfect segue.
So, speaking of Bob, we have Bob beating Panu in PokeBH. Did you expect this one?
I don't think anyone expected that, much less what he brought.
So, we saw the Goldango burning the Groudon on turn 6. Then we saw the big terror that is Mega Houndoom, defeating Arceus Water on turn 20, while Chansey copied Goldango on turn 50 and boosted Nasty Plot, burning Tinglu on turn 56, and basically swept the rest. Bob won. Any other thoughts?
You didn't mention how that Mega Houndoom did like 75 to Ho-Oh.
It's a terror, that Mega Houndoom.
Assault Vest Ho-Oh!
That's a terror. That's a terror. That Mega Houndoom is a terror. Granted, it was under Sun, right?
It was under Sun, and it was solar power, and it was specs, and it was tinted lens.
Bro's Mega Houndoom was a Giga Chad. Too damn strong.
What the hell? It did 75 into a max HP, max special defense, assault vest.
That was a max special defense. Okay, that I can understand your freak out a bit
every
more.
mon is max in every stat.
That's right. This is Pokeball. This is Pokeball. But yeah.
What the hell, man?
Never underestimate. The nice pun, you hell dog.
Oh, it was careful nature too.
Oh, lol.
And that simple special defense nature. That was literally the most specially defensive it could have been.
77%.
I think 75 or whatever it did might have been a max roll.
3/4 health. It's a 3/4 health. Big boy down.
What the hell, man?
Stop making fun.
What the hell? This matchup was doomed from the start with that damage.
Mega Hound, don't underestimate the power of the Hell Dog. Alright, next up we have Kamove Chaos. Splodge. Splodge beats the L Taker, making L Taker take another L today. Yikes.
Decoy, we made several mistakes this week that where we could have definitely won this week 6-2 if not for a couple of mistakes. So
For
you
this
don't
one?
need to rub it in that we didn't win.
Took another L. Alright, so first off, we saw the Grimmsnarl set up the screens, allowing Cleavor to set up, to L Taker's credit. Tried to get the Cleavor set up before Cresselia stole its boosts on turn 6. Then we saw the Grimmsnarl tried to set screens again, allowing this time for the Deoxys to get off some attacks. However, Gyarados Mega decided frick it, kill the Deoxys on turn 14 before dying to Mega Absol as Dragapult killed Cleavor and Grimmsnarl. Then we saw the Yanmega set up by the Fairy, OHKOing the Slowking Galar on turn 21, using Farium Z to beat Cresselia before being critted by the Alomomola on turn 23.
Yeah, and Alomomola, that was max special defense and HP with Assault Vest or something stupid.
Assault Vest Alomomola, lol?
Yeah, that was freaking Assault Vest, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think L Taker said that damage indicated it was Assault Vest.
Lol? Okay, so...
What the hell?
So we saw the Ursaluna being sacked to this Yanmega before Dragapult beat the Mega Absol on turn 28 and swept the rest, including the Yanmega and the Jolteon in the end, for L Taker to lose and Splodge to win.
He misplayed.
Elaborate.
He should have set up again on that Alomomola.
Really?
Even if he didn't kill it, it would have given something else of his clean opportunity to start setting up. Jolteon, in other words.
Which, you did show me the set. It is a pretty cool set.
A set that would have won.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say what it is though, for secrecy of the team, but like...
But are you kidding me? Not only did Splodge happen to bring an Assault Vest Alomomola with Spirit Break, but an Infiltrator
Dragapult, yes. That was another big point in discussion from the chat.
And that wasn't even intentional, apparently.
Apparently, wow. Doubly worth it for him, I guess.
The TV Brood is a year old, for crying out loud, and it was what Velcroft used against L Taker last TPP.
Someone recommended Splodge should use it, and then ultimately it would carry them to a win here. This was also the team that L Taker lost to last year?
L Taker beat it very handily last year.
Ah, okay. Sorry, L Taker. You had to lose to that.
Well, I think the Dragapult was a Darmanitan last year, but that's banned now.
Yeah. But still, yikes. What a bad loss.
L Taker was devastated to have lost this.
He said that he was beating Splodge almost every time. So this is a shocking blow.
He said, "I'm negative to Splodge. Think about how I feel right now."
Rip. Alright, next up is Stab and Mega. Velcroft
These guys were fishing
won.
us right, left, and center this week. What the hell? Because what the hell is this? Who the hell is this, huh?
Velcroft defeat Don Vasquez with a very slow team. A very bulky team and a slow one. So, we start off with Iron Moth, who poisoned the Hatterene, set up the trick room before dying on turn 3. Or not, turn 3.
I think that Malignant Shade not killing the Hatterene there was a 50-50 roll, and we didn't get it. See how Dawn said after the fact, it lived.
He was taken aback by the fact that it lived.
Yeah, because that was an extremely unfortunate survival, because that it allowed Velcroft to get Trick Room up.
Would have killed otherwise.
You see, in this matchup, Iron Moth, destroys most of Velcroft's team. So the key is, if you can hit hard enough and prevent Trick Room from going up, you're good. But unfortunately, that's why Hattering surviving was so bad.
Alright. Which then allowed the Hoopa to kill the Roaring Moon on actual turn 3. While Copper Raja O-code the Regieleki with Gyro Ball. Wow. That thing was doing big damage. Before dying, of course.
Well, Regieleki also doesn't have defense, so...
Yeah, before it, of course, died to Iron Moth. As Hoopa set up the Trick Room to have Vikavolt then set up the Tail Glow.
I understand why Dawn didn't use U-turn on that turn, but oh my god, I wish he did.
So, Vikavolt set up the Tail Glow, beat the Petulant and the Swampert to...
Also, you want to know... Actually, no, I'll let you finish. I'll let you finish first.
So, we saw, of course, the Bug Buzz kill the Swampert. Then, turn 13 happened, where we saw the crit Oko by the Vikavolt onto the Iron Moth before it died to Urshifu, and then Magearna ended up beating Urshifu in the end for Velcroft to win. So what were you about to say?
You know what's the real kicker, Mikoy?
What?
The fact that if our Urshifu ran sword stance, we won this!
Again, this is another instance of we should have brought this one set.
But our Urshifu was not sword stance!
Force misclick, Dawn said at the last turn.
Oh yeah, that's his win con now.
That's his ultimate win con. Have it not click, Moonblast. Oh well. Oh well. Velcroft won. Any other thoughts?
No, I already explained all my thoughts.
Free Power Whip Copper, Velcroft said.
Oh, great. And now I learned that the Caparajah wasn't even carrying Power Whip, so that means Swapper could have probably switched in, and we could have saved Alecki and won!
Da-da-da, Yep.
Why are you doing that?
It's because, it's perfect. It's the perfect, soundbite for that situation. Alright. next up is National Dex DOU, and you had to feel pretty happy after 3 strings of bad luck and bad losses here and there. You had to feel good about this one.
Yeah, we got lucky here, actually.
Jeffica, or no, Jeffica. It's Jeffica, right?
Yep, it's pronounced Jeffica, apparently.
Jeffica, as she beat Takand. Alright, so first...
In a really bad matchup.
This was a weird game. So, Spectrier Dynamaxed, as Clefairy put Gastrodon to sleep with Sing.
When Spectrier Dynamax, I started going, oh no.
I think Jeffica knew what she was doing. So...
No, man, no. It was a big oh no, because this means Thunderous is gonna destroy us later. And it almost did.
Well, okay, so Grimmsnarl set up the screens and paralyzed the Spectrier.
Also another thing. Jeffica could have used Follow Me with Clefairy to instead take that Thunder Wave and make it so Spectrier didn't get paralyzed.
Yeah. Yeah, I could have just
so that was a misplay.
Before Grimmsnarl was put to sleep by Clefairy on turn 3. Again, Sing is 100% accurate to Jeffica.
Well, yes, of course. Sing is incredibly accurate, as we know.
Well, it's probably because of your luck, PokeArt. That was sprinkled in here. So...
My luck? Decoy. If we had good luck this week... If I had luck, like properly, it would have gone to everyone's game, man.
Yeah, I mean, this was the only instance where your luck actually worked. The other times...
I don't have luck, Mikoi.
Yes, you do. It's pretty evident.
No, I do not.
Alright, so
not evident. I don't have it.
So we have Kartana.
My luck does not apply here.
So we have Kartana setting the Tailwind. Name me another instance where Kartana Tailwind makes sense. You can't, right?
What do you mean?
Kartana? It's
not that unusual, is it?
Kartana being Tailwind? I would think it would be very, very uncommon.
Tailwind is very useful in this tier, so like...
Why Kartana of all things? I would give it
for 2 Tailwind users.
Sure. And then, it lost to Groundium Z Gastrodon on turn 5.
Yeah, that only made things worse.
And speaking of Thunderous, Clefairy put that thing to sleep.
Thank God. That was saving our ass.
Yeah, Clefairy was just being the Giga Chad, having 100% accurate sleep move. Like, it puts Thunderous to sleep, and then Salamence Mega'd. Thunderous was Dynamaxed, and it just wasted its turns of Dynamax to the Spectre, then died on turn 8 to max Darkness. Then we saw the Salamence set up the Tailwind. Heatran beat the Gastrodon and Thunderous, while Urshifu beat Grimmsnarl as Heatran defeated Kangaskhan Mega. Yes, that was broad. While Mega Salamence was sacked for Spectre to bring Urshifu down to Sash before dying to it. Heatran finished off Rillaboom for Jeffica to win. Yeah. Any other thoughts?
Not really. Just a little confused at Tikan's endgame.
Yeah. Why did he do that?
And a little confused at Jeffica's endgame too, actually.
Why?
Because, let's see. I'm pretty sure Jessica was running Aquajet on her Urshifu. So I was confused as to why she didn't just Aquajet the Spectrier.
No idea.
It's not like the Spectrier can protect. Not against you.
Yeah. Guess she just wanted the safe kill. She wanted the safe kill with Surging Strikes.
I would have thought Aquajet kills, but let's see. I think it kills. I don't know, I don't know how much it would have done necessarily, but Caldex at least was saying it kills. It might have been a slightly more bulky Spectre considering how much each Surging Strikes hit was doing, but like, I imagine Surging Strikes hits an Aquajet do similar amounts. I can check this. Individual hit does.
Nah, it has to be 3. Nah. I mean, if you want to take a gander, it's probably gonna be from the I mean, 1 Surging Strikes would do 27%. That's your threshold.
Not so. I think another Surging Strikes hit did 29.
Well, one of them did. Yeah. It's around that range.
But yeah, I would think Aquajet had enough to kill there.
Maybe.
So I was a little confused.
Maybe.
Like, don't you just Aquajet and then kill the Rillaboom?
Yeah, probably. That would probably be a more definitive endgame, but it's still 1. Jessica's still 1. Alright, moving on now. Next up, we have National Dex Ubers minus obtainable forms. Entros follow, losing to Jojen. And this one...
Actually, wait, before you go on to that, I guess whether or not Aquajet wins depends on how fast the Rillaboom is compared to the Heatran.
Mm-hmm.
Which I would assume the Heatran's faster.
Probably
no, it was never really clear based on the speed interactions. Because one of them was always either using priority or protecting.
One could really hedge a bet. Alright, now moving on to National Dex Ubers minus obtainable forms, where we saw Jojen beat Entros follow. And this one you were pretty upset with because you brought the wrong set.
I brought a cool set, but it ended up being the wrong nature.
So, we start off with...
You won if it was the right nature, Mikoi.
So, we start off with Ribombee. It was brought to Sash level by the Mega Diancie. While Calyrex lost to Dark Arceus Ground on turn 5 before it lost to Koraidon, as Kyogre defeat Mega Diancie before it died to Mega Rayquaza, while Zacian OHKO'd the Cramorant before getting paralyzed on turn 9, as Mega Rayquaza beat Diancie on turn 12, as Koraidon beat Zacian and Groudon in the end.
I think you forgot to mention something.
What?
Zacian got paralyzed, but did it stay paralyzed?
Oh yeah, no, it had Lumberry. That's right.
That's right.
It had Lumberry, preventing all the Cramorant stuff. But however, still wasn't enough as Koraidon lost. Oh no, Zacian lost to Koraidon, and Groudon was set up. It had the setup. It had Precipice Blades and Rock Polish and Swords Dance. However, lost to 1 crit skill shot and then a low kick later, and Koraidon won for Jojen. You brought the wrong nature for your Zacian,
watching the game, I just thought the Corodon was scarf, but then I see you use scale shot on the ground. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
How's that possible?
Mm-hmm.
Why did it outspeed that? And then I looked at our pacer like, oh my god.
What?
Because we loaded Adamant Zacian instead of Jolly. It was supposed to be Jolly!
Why did no one double check?
Because almost no one was prepping in that channel this week.
Intro, what did Intro brought? Did you not check the team Intro was getting?
I checked, I just didn't notice.
Ugh. Double check next time.
There was no one else to really check it either.
Double check, dude. You've seen enough Ubers games to know that you should bring Jolly Zacian over Adamant Zacian.
It doesn't immediately look like something wrong is the thing. So I didn't notice.
Yeah. Well, unfortunate for Intro's follow, you had to take another L here.
And Intro didn't notice either, clearly.
Ugh. Both of you do double check.
And it's not like Youth was around.
All three of you triple check.
And the other Nantex Uber support was also busy.
All seven of you.
That was the guy who built the team.
All seven of you double check.
7?
I'm kidding.
Where did that come from?
I killed 7 giants with 1 blow.
Well, now it's probably like 5 of us, I guess.
Okay.
But it's not. That won't happen again. Okay.
Double check, please.
Is not away anymore. Entro's still in India, unfortunately, but we can do something about that. We have our support is not busy anymore, and we have more support now.
Yeah, hopefully this gives you all room to double check your team. Okay.
Oh, it might get quadruple, even quintuple checked.
Thank God. Alright, next up we have the Rants game. This one you weren't worried at all. Riceman numbers. Iowa beat Lechen in a really dominating manner.
I was amazed, really. Just amazed.
So game 1, we started off with Mesprit tricking the Sableye. And then Mamoswine, after it, was encored. As Cloth set up to beat Toad Squirrel on turn 8 before dying to Chimecho. While it then encored Dragonite. While Mesprit paralyzed Chimecho on turn 21 before dying to it. Then we saw the Volcarona burn the Iron Valiant before dying to Palkia, who beat Gilvantula on turn 26. Then we saw the Comfey Terra Fairy set up the Calm Mind, beat Chimecho, tanking the Terra Ice Mamoswine's attacks to heal before Lechen ultimately forfeited. Any other thoughts?
Nope, because I think this just goes to show that Cloth is actually kind of broken in this.
Anger Shell.
Like, I've hit you with a very damaging move, and now you are below half health. Thanks for the stat boost. What?
Yeah, Nani? Yeah. Game.
You mean? Oh no!
Omae mushinderu, says Cloth. Alright, speaking of...
So says every mon that now has shell, anger shell. Yeah.
Speaking of Cloth, it made a return in game 2. It was part of Iowa's team again. So...
How did we win this?
So, Urshifu, Terra Darked, and set up. So, Coving Swanna and Petulant on consequential turns, sweeping until dying to Life Orb Recoil, while Drift Blim set up and healed against Grafii on turn 9, Terra-ferrying against Flygon's outrage attempt, and sweeping until Lichen forfeited.
Why did he hard switch in Grafii?
I have no idea. Actually, no. He didn't art switch in Grafii. It was just it was brought in and after Urshifu died.
No.
Turn 7.
He hard switched it out from.
Oh, hard switched it out.
Flygon.
Oh, he hard switched out into Flygon. Okay.
No, he hard switched in Grafii from Flygon.
Oh, turn 14.
And it just died.
Oh, turn 14. Okay, I get what you mean.
Yeah. Probably should have sent that in sooner if it had Encore.
Yeah. Why did... Well, it was caught up in the moment, Lichen was.
Yeah, I was amazed that we won that game, because, like, that Urshifu literally killed 4 out of 6 of our Mons.
Almost would have been
immediately.
Almost a 5er hadn't Drift Bloom Terra-ferried.
Urshifu was dead by that point.
Yes, almost. That's why I said almost. So...
Yeah, but, like, it's not as though Drifblim Terra-ferried on the Urshifu.
Oh, imagine if Iowa sent that out early when Urshifu was wrecking shop.
Well, I think he would have lost then.
Which was smart for Iowa to keep it in. Alright. Next up is Mystery OU. TPP beat Street Boom and
in a game that was a little too close for comfort.
In a game of all time. So we saw another Typhlosion.
Good lord, man. In prep for this, TPP was debating dropping Substitute on his Typhlosion. I'm like, no, I think you should keep it. Mm-hmm. Thank God we kept it. Oh my God.
You clutched it. So Grimmsnarl Wars happened, first of all. Streets did kill TPPs on turn 6. Before Rhyperior killed it, before it died to Quagsire on turn 10. It burning Halucha, however, yielded Lumberry. Before it died to Poison. Darmanitan having Tricking the Rhyperior was a unique bring and a half.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting bring. I'm frankly not entirely sure what the purpose behind it was. Maybe it was like for Quagsire.
Probably, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised.
Or like stopping potential setup.
Like Rhyperior. So...
Yeah.
So...
But the trick ended up working a rather unique purpose here, I think.
Give Darmanitan Rindoberry.
No, I'm going to guess. This is just a guess, but I don't see what... But I failed to see what other purpose... another reason... You see, I'm gonna guess Rhyperior was running Rindoberry Natural Gift on Street Boom's end.
Really? What made you so sure?
Because it can't hit Quagsire otherwise. But with Rindoberry Natural Gift, it gets to hit Quagsire with a strong grass move.
Super effective grass
move. On top of which, it works for defensive purposes too.
Okay.
After all, why do you think ours was running Rindoberry? It was natural gift Rindoberry too.
A lot of you just seem to be obsessed with natural gift a lot more.
Yes.
recently.
We
It's a
never
recent
really
thing.
run it. We never really run it, but look, it's important
It
to
works.
remember for times like this. If you have a mon that is unable to hit, that just seemingly gets walled by an opposing mon, you don't have any coverage for it, check if it has natural gift.
You're obsessed with natural gift.
Yes, I am. Because I will always remember the day, I think it was years ago, I think it might have been Tony Flygon.
I wouldn't be. Yeah, it's probably a Tony Flygon game that got you obsessed with friggin' natural gift mons.
Because there was a game. The same six had an Entei and a Guzzlord in it.
Mm-hmm.
Entei can't really hit Guzzlord well at all.
Natural.
So you know what Tony Flygon ran?
Hobonberry natural gift?
No, Mikoi. That would only result in a dragon move.
Oh, fairy. Right, fairy. Fairy.
I don't remember what item
the fairy berry
is used for fairy, though.
The fairy berry natural gift. Goba berry?
Yes, it was very natural gift, and it one-shot the Guzzlord.
Yeah, and that is your natural gift awakening moment.
Yes, it makes me realize that when you don't have anything, natural gift can be an option.
Yeah, well, there you go. Important tip for you same sixers out there: use natural gift when necessary.
Yeah, so I think both Street and TPP were running natural gift Rindo Berry on their Rhyperiors for Quagsire.
Okay, so we saw.
It's just Street didn't use it because Reflect was up and it wouldn't have killed.
Yeah. So Typhlosion Hisui survived the Flare Blitz from the from the Darm to sub up, and finish off the rest of Street Boom's team, including a Ghostium Z attempt on Rhyperior to win TPP the game. Again, sub clutched it for you.
Yep.
But Street Boom is canceled, apparently, according to Joel.
Even if we didn't win the speed tie between our two Typhlosions and Sub got down, as you could see, Ghostium killed Rhyperior anyway, so...
Yeah, which it was expected, but yeah. Street Boom is canceled, according to Joel. Pink users, beware. Alright, final one. Final set, final thing. And this one, you leave on a pretty high note, PokeArt, because blue versus blue, clean beats Tenebricite.
Insanely cleanly, by the way.
So...
how does he so consistently keep getting these dominant wins? It's unreal.
Clean brought the big guns here. First in turn 4, where we saw the Ninetales freeze Greninja, who immediately...
Mind you, that didn't matter because it thawed immediately.
It thawed out, but then died. As it then encored Latios and set screens, set up the Aurora Veil to allow Ogerpon to just come in, set the Swords Dance, and swept.
I find it really funny how the Greninja actually unfroze and then just died anyway. And then Latios didn't kill Ninetales, instead started setting up, but thinking it could do that when there's Encore.
And there's Encore, and there's an Aurora Veil being set.
Why were Clean's Ninetales turns just perfect?
Our turns were just perfect? Yeah, your turns were perfect. So, yeah, Tenebricite got fricked over, and it was a 6-0. Cleanly beat him.
Yep.
Alright, so that was week 5. Now we move on to predict winners.
Clean intentionally brought a blue team that beats other blues, and Brown.
Sky and Poop.
But he also called the Terra. How does he do this?
Yeah.
How does he do it?
Man's just a goat like that, okay, alright? That's why you brought Clean along. Clean cuts.
How did we get this guy for only 12.5k?
Got him for a steal. Alright, so who won predicts this week?
You did.
Yay! No fanfare. No fanfare at all.
Yes, because I blame you for me not doing very well because you convinced me to change my predict from Michael to Shiri too.
That was just one. I lost 2.
Yeah, but like I would have gotten more than half right if I stuck with what I was thinking.
Nah, you get exactly half. Good day, ma'am.
The pick still sucks though.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
That hasn't changed. All right. Taking a look at our spreadsheet here. So we have. This is crucial week time. This is very much crucial week time for all of you guys. So Litwix.
Yes, it is. I am stressed.
So Litwix and Absol Posters, they're both tied with 7 points. Well done. You guys have good chances of making playoffs. I mean, I don't think you're...
Wait, do we? But we very easily could not. So we can't exactly afford to get complacent right now because it's all very close.
Don't.
If we stop earning points,
then that
we might be done. I don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna be fricked. So don't sit there pretty right now. You have a hill to climb still. One more hill to climb and then you're locked.
I think we'll pretty much be locked in if we win this week, though. That's why we are locking in.
Lock the frick in. So will do the Absol Posters. They need to lock in as well because you both have the same record, but with a better differential. So Snoms, you finally broke your tie streak and you finally won a week, so good job to you. You're earning 6 points. So you're sitting good as well, but I wouldn't count my bets out. You could easily get knocked out if the bottom 2 teams will do well. The Grovile Gang and the Ambers.
The Corvies are still in it too, technically.
Slugmas, you have a much harder kill to climb, but it is doable for you guys. Corvus Squires, -8 differential. I don't know how you're going to bounce back, but you have to pull off some sort of miracle. And the Slow Bros.
There is actually a way, but it's pretty bleak.
So, and then the Slow Bros, you have a 0.99% chance of making playoffs, as we've already discussed. It's not 0.
That's what I was just saying.
It's not 0, but it is not. You need like 3 miracles. You don't need just 1. You need 3 miracles.
You need a lot of people to magically stop gaining points. It's not undoable, but
you need the power of friendship. We'll call on the My Little Pony squad to help you win, okay? Alright. Now we move on to the Mystery OU rule set for this week. This week's Mystery OU is OU plus 1 mon from each tier. So this one's a weird one. A valid team, as Iron Pikachu has put it out, the Great Tusk would be your OU guy, but you need to have 1 mon to represent 1 tier, and it's gonna go in descending order. So BL mons will count as the first choice that they're usable in. For example, Iron Hands would be OU because UUBL. Pokemon from LC and NFE are counted for ZU. So it's a unique one. I could see some pretty interesting teams being made here, but like this one's a weird one to build for, so Good luck.
Damn right it is.
Good luck. Good luck to the OU guys who are going to be prepping this week. So yeah. Now let's move on to predict, shall we? This is the crucial time for all of you guys. So, as a spectator, I very much look forward to your bullshit.
And bullshit it may be.
First off, we have the Stupid Town Snoms versus the Silverhaven Slowbros. Snoms must win in order to keep their spot locked in. Slowbros must win this one and have the other teams lose, the top ranked teams and whatnot, in order to get some sort of miracle happen. So will that miracle happen? It's gonna be a hard one. Let's see about that. First off, Poke BH. TTT Tech versus Bobsican. A curious one, this one. I wonder what their records are.
I imagine they're similar.
Check. Double check. 2-3 for Bob? This is unique.
So.
Oh, I hope he does. I hope he does win in his last 2 weeks.
Because then they'll have the exact same record as last year.
So, and then...
0-1, 1-1, 1-2, 2-2, 3-2.
So 3-2 versus 2-3. If you had told me that TTT Tech would have the better record of these two, I would have laughed your ass off. But here we are.
Well, this is a tier that is more up TTT Tech's alley.
So you think he's gonna win here?
I don't know.
What do you think, Pokeart?
I don't know. What do you think?
What do I think? I think it'll be Bobsican's win.
You know what?
What?
You know what? I'll agree with you.
Yeah, believe in your Bob. He was your player.
I do believe in him. That's the thing. I do believe in him. Especially this week.
He'll cook. Oh, he'll cook something up.
I mean, did you see what he cooked last week?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he'll cook again. He'll cook again something fresh, meaty, like Mr. Meaty. Fresh off the grill. Alright, does Pick agree?
The pick agrees.
Alright. Camove, Chaos. The Hisui region versus Splodge. Well.
The Hisui region.
Hisui region to win. Alright. Does Pick agree?
The pick does not agree.
Stab and Mega, Rafna versus Velcroc.
That happened, actually.
Which did happen, yes. This was the game that was played earlier. It beat me to the reserved spot. So, I believe Rafna won.
Yes, he did. I would have predicted that anyway.
Me too. I predicted Rafna to beat Velcrukipu.
I'm sorry?
That's what he said in his win post.
You didn't have to echo it.
Velcrukipu. Ooh woo. Alright, does Pick agree?
The pick agrees.
SS not steal you. Michael Derbest versus Tikana. Alright.
Well, you're not convincing me to go against Michael this time.
Will I convince you? No. Michael is clearly the big boy. Alright. Cheer for Michael. Cheer for Michael to win.
I don't know if I'm predicting it, but I'm not really cheering for it, if I'm being honest.
Ah, wow. The ultimate betrayal, Pokemon.
Mikoi, I don't want the Snoms to win this week.
The ultimate betrayal by Folkyard, man. Alright, does Pick agree?
The pick does not agree.
Well, it's a miracle.
For
National...
the love of God, I kind of hope the pick is right.
National Deck Supers minus obtainable forms. Fiend versus Jojen.
Ooh.
Convincing matchup, but I think there's a clear winner here.
Jojen?
Yeah, Jojen.
I think it could go either way.
Really?
But I'll agree with you.
Alright. Does Pick agree?
The pick says Fiend.
Fiend. Alright, next up is Shared Pad Rounds. JJ09 Lee versus Lichen. I think this is a rematch from BLT.
Yeah, probably is. Like a semifinals rematch, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Or no, finals rematch
I
even.
think this was the finals rematch.
Yeah, finals rematch. This was finals.
This was JJ1 last time, so...
Oh, obviously.
JJ will win again. Just saying.
Yeah.
Does Pig agree?
The pick does not agree.
Oh, it's a miracle. Same 6.
It's very pro Slowbro.
Next is same 6. We have Esteban versus Dreepy, a highlight match. Right?
I'm sorry, but I'm going Esteban.
Really? I thought you were just gonna go lock in and have a same 6. Like, this is
Dreepy's not in it this week.
She's not motivated?
Well, it isn't for... It's a lack of motivation due to being busy IRL.
Oh, and also the slow bro's having a hill to climb.
In fact, I think there's decent odds Dreepy's getting subbed out.
Oh. Well, let's take a look at the same 6, shall we? See if Dreepy's team... Oh!
What's wrong with it?
Take a look. Do you take a look at the same 6?
Oh.
Oh. Well, this is hard. What do you even do here?
So, Doug Trio looks pretty good.
I mean, Doug Trio's gonna be the MVP here. Unless you want your, unless Clodsire can, stop.
I think Mega Latios is legal.
Yo, that's scary. I like Clodsire. I mean, there's unaware Clodsire that can stop, the Shell Smash Minior, the Calm Mind Orbeetle, the Coil Arbok. That
Clodsire's still taking plenty from that Minior if it's running Earthquake, which it probably will be.
Or Earth Power, yeah. If it's running a physical set. Yeah, Orbeetle will probably just do Revival Blessing, honestly. That's just his one role. Or no. Is it?
Does it learn that?
Actually, no. I'm thinking of a different mon that learns Revival Blessing. Not Pawmot.
I think you're learning of Rabska.
Rabska. That's right. The other bug psychic type out there. Yeah. Other than that.
Yeah. Orbeetle can't Revival Blessing.
Blessing. It does Revival Blessing, but it's not Blessing. So, yeah. I agree. Yeah. Dugtrio, Lola, and Cloudster are going to tear through this. And as for the matchup itself, yeah, I think Esteban will win.
Were you gonna say that if I hadn't said anything about Dreepy circumstances this week, or...?
No, I still think would have been Esteban. Esteban's been kicking ass in Same 6. So, yeah, I agree.
I'd like to see a potential Snoms rematch that has Esteban versus TPP.
Oh, you want that?
I think that would be awesome. Because for some reason they decide not to give us that week.
So, who does Pick agree?
The pick says Streepy.
Mystery OU, Tenebricite versus Clem.
Tenebricite.
Yeah! Go for it. Tenebricite to win. Even though he lost last week and Clem won, Tenebricite.
Well, Clem's matchup was pretty great.
Yes,
okay?
Yes, it was. I think Tenebricite will have the better, support, better cooking here.
Yeah, 10-up slate isn't bad.
Told you.
Clean's just awesome.
Clean is just too OP. Okay, yeah. 10% to win. Pick agree?
The pick agrees.
Very pro Slowbro, you're right. I think it's predicted every Slowbro.
No, it predicted Rofna to win.
Okay.
And Fiend.
Okay. Alright. Let's now move on to your same set. Against the Slugma balls.
Really?
In their faces. Okay. Poke BH. Panu versus Richard Milliplane. Well, yeah, that's right. You can predict. I can, and I'm going with Panu. Despite losing last week, I think Panu will stop Richard Milliplane's good momentum so far. And I think he'll win.
If Panu doesn't lock in, that's okay. I'll force him to.
How?
I have my ways.
You're by any means necessary.
It's called being a good manager.
No, it's being a ruthless manager, you dictator. So, yeah.
Hey, I'm not asking anything unreasonable here. It's an important week.
Yes, you are a dictator by this point. So, yeah,
No! You should see what Euphanos is doing.
Actual dictatorship. Okay, so, Panda to win. I predict Panda to win. Pick agree?
I don't think Youth's a dictator. I think there's a dictator in his mind telling him to do all these orders, and he's doing them like crazy. So, which is basically me saying he's crazy active this week.
Oh, that's...
He's like trying to help everywhere.
Okay, he's a grinder. He wants to make sure he locks everyone locks the frick in. Does Pick agree?
The pick doesn't agree.
Alright, Cam of Chaos, the true L-Taker versus Akira. L-Taker has been taking L after L after L after L this year.
Not so.
After this year? After this whole year, Poke Art? Not including TPP?
It hasn't been so many losses in a row or anything.
Yes, it has. I mean, you clearly haven't been watching the Euphanos Legacy League.
Well, that's a different tour.
But it also had Cam of Chaos, which, was a big tour in this one, so...
And it's a different tour.
But it's also had Cam of Chaos. It's basically the same thing.
He's literally already had more wins here than he has there, so your point's not working.
But he's been taking L after L after L.
No, he hasn't. Try something that's factual.
I'm predicting Akira. I'm just predicting Akira outright. That's factual.
You're wrong, by the way.
That's factual. That's my factual. Alright.
You're not correct, by the way.
Does Pick agree?
No. Because it knows better.
It wants to take the W. Or is that a jinx? I don't know. Alright. Next up is Stab and Mega. Don Vasquez versus Jungler. Well, please...
Look, Jungler's been starting to take L's.
Yeah, he has taken some L's rather quickly after week 4. So...
It was after week 3, actually.
After week 3, sorry, yeah. Started losing at week 4. Don, though... He's been pulling his weight. I could see some clear improvement here. Don's
a trier. He may not always win, but he sure as hell tries.
He's the big try-hard that, he's like the brave little toaster. He's the little engine that could. So...
Although I should be saying this of L-Taker, too. They both try real hard.
They're the brave little toasters of the tour, okay? So... I could see, like, Dawn winning here, but I think the Jungler is gonna find his groove back. I think I'm gonna go with the Jungler here.
Nah, really?
Oh, prove me wrong, Pokeart.
Like, hey, you're gonna add fuel to their motivation, and then they're actually
prove
gonna
me
win.
wrong, both of you. Camouflage Chaos and Stab and Mega. Prove me wrong. Does Pick agree?
The pick agrees.
Alright, National Dex DOU. Aragon versus Sir Volt Mike. Sir Volt Mike finally making his appearance here. Could probably take Aragon to a good matchup, but this one I'll back you guys up. I think I'm going Aragon here.
Good.
Alright, does Pick agree?
I mean, if Jeffica can take Sir Volt Mike, I'm sure Aragon probably can.
I wish it was Jeffica versus Sir Volt Mike, actually.
I mean, Jeffica beat him before in kickoff, I think.
Yeah. Oh, she could do it again if given the chance. Okay, so Aragon to win. Does Pick agree?
The pick agrees.
National Dex which minus obtainable forms. We got Intros Follow versus Remnonk. Listen.
Look, Miko, I think you have to understand that Remnonk has literally used Entro's teams before in this tour.
Listen, honey, like, you know, like, the Intros Follow strat has worked like a mixed bag, okay? But I think he'll have an easy opponent this week. I think Intros Follow will win.
Oh my god, oh my gosh. Finally.
Intros Follow to win. Does Pick agree?
The pick does not agree. No, wait, yes it does. It does agree.
Okay. National Dex Shaded Power Brands. Oy vey. Rice Man versus Michelle.
Hey, wait, did you just say oy vey?
Yes, I think I've learned from you. Rice Man.
You've appropriated my phrase. How dare you?
Yeah, I think I've been influenced. Rice Man numbers. Rice Man numbers versus Michaelis. Ooh.
Is there anything I can do to convince you that Rice Man takes this?
Ooh, I don't think so. Michaelis, one of the strongest Rans players we got. Rice Man's been pulling their weight, okay? Iowa has been pulling their weight. And
yeah, like, Rice Man's positive. He's 2-1, I think.
However, I think it'll be neutral. I think Michaelis is gonna beat him. Surprise me, Rice Man. Win in 2. I dare you. I double dare you. I family double dare 2,000 you.
Well, maybe he will.
Does Pick agree?
The pick disagrees with you.
Oh, it believes in your Rice Man numbers. The same 6, TPP versus Crying. This should be a fun one and a good one. And I think people are gonna vote for the correct winner here. Alright.
Oh?
Let's take a look at your 6, shall we? Typhlosion!
Yeah.
However, okay, Art, you got a fart in there.
Yeah, versus a lot of things. It's I don't know. It probably just something here.
Moltres flame body burns it. Poltergeist can't really it can't really hit Poltergeist well, except for maybe knockoff. You know.
Doesn't get that.
And Tyranitar, of course. Of course, there's Indeedee will probably... Actually, no. I think Indeedee might be the most useless mon here.
You'd be right.
Yeah, Furret does better.
The hell's Indeedee gonna do?
I don't know. Set screens, maybe? Moltres is gonna do some things, but T-Tar walls it, and then Typhlosion.
Well, what's Moltres gonna do?
Oh, it can burn stuff.
It's a goddamn T-Tar!
I know, it can burn things, though, because it has flame body. You can burn it back. Then again, T-Tar can carry Lumberry, but still, it can burn it back. We got a Shell Smash Poltergeist, which will be the best mon here. Then we Typhlosion, and then we got T-Tar. Yeah. TPP to win, by the way.
Thank you.
TPP to win. Better sets, better player, just better record overall. TPP.
TPP's gonna be a bit busy this week
Because Worlds.
Attending Worlds, but
I hope he plays at Worlds. I hope he's just sitting there in Los Angeles. He's just sitting at his seat watching the Masters division, and then all of a sudden he's just playing Pokemon.
I kind of hope it doesn't come to that, honestly.
I hope it. That's a crazy ass scenario. I won TPP in TPP while attending Worlds. That's a great video idea, actually.
No,
that's a
you
great
should just
video.
enjoy you should just enjoy it.
That's a great video idea. I would be a fan of that. Okay, TPP to win. Does pick agree?
The pick doesn't agree.
It's crying. Mystery OU, Clean versus Batty. I don't have to sugarcoat this. You all know what I'm going to predict here. I think it's going to be a clean victory.
You gotta admit, this is easily Clean's toughest opponent yet, though.
Oh yeah, Batty is definitely one of the stronger players in this tour, but I think if Clean can beat Tenebrosite very easily, what's Batty's gonna do?
You speak as though Tenebrosite is stronger than Batty.
Yes.
You speak as though you're speaking facts.
I am speaking facts.
You're not, though. In fact, you're very blatantly wrong.
Well, I think Clean will win. I still think Clean will win.
I should think so, but, Batty is his strongest opponent yet.
I still think Clean wins.
And he faced Tenebrosite, so you know what I'm saying.
I know. Clean wins. What does Pick say?
I think you're kind of neglecting that Batty has,
4-1. I think he has the second best record, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a top 2 matchup. Clean wins. Clean wins. Clean wins. Does Pick agree?
The pick says Batty.
Okay. Next is the Absolute Abs Posters versus the Grovile Gang.
Okay, looks like I come off the bench and predict now.
Yes, come off the bench, Pomni. Alright, Poke BH. Brain Damage Haver versus Farden. Brain's been showing up these past couple of weeks, Pokemon. Don't forget.
Yeah, but how has Farden been doing?
He's been doing alright. Yeah, he did lose last week, but he's done pretty alright.
What's his record, though?
You check. You have the record sheet. Ouch! Brain has a better record than him.
I don't even need to check Brain's record to know he has a better record. Oh my god.
He has 2 wins. He has 2 wins. Probably has 2
No,
wins.
Brain has 3 wins.
Yeah, probably has 3 wins. He's 3-0.
Brain's 3-0.
Yeah. Are we predicting Brain to win over Farden?
I think with that much of a difference, probably.
Yeah, I'm going Brain to win. I think I get the hype now what Brain is. It just took a year. It was just a year later.
More like 2 years later.
2 years later. Yeah, Brain to win.
Brain to win. Can't believe I'm doing this.
Ha ha ha! We must come around. Does Pig agree?
The pick doesn't agree. It's in denial.
It's in denial. Next, Scam of Chaos. Hisui Guy versus BBP.
Hmm.
Bandit Body Press, man. talk about unfortunate. He hasn't been showing up as much as we would like to hope. I think Euphanos has praised him a lot during the Euphanos Legacy League, but like here, it's interesting.
I'll still go Banded Body Press.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Banded Body Press as well. I mean, they're good. They're still good. They're better than Hisui guy, who just got off a lucky win over Akira.
The Usi guy.
Hi, Usi guy.
We aren't giving him the benefit of a doubt. We aren't giving him the benefit of being called Hisui guy, which is definitely what he wanted to be named, but he couldn't, or he just misspelled it or something. We're not giving him the benefit of being called Hisui guy when he's not.
Okay, does Pick agree?
No, it picks Hiusi guy.
Hiusi guy. Alright, Stab and Mega. Ice Master versus Derpy Boy.
Ice Master.
Same. Ice Master is canonically the better player. He is the Uwu Master. Does Pick agree?
No.
It's a very Grovile-centric thing. Actually, no, it predicted farting. Next is National Dex DOU.
Yeah, it predicted Hiusi guy too. It's not Grovile centered at all.
It's an Absol guy. Alright, National Dex DOU. Akuru Kokyo versus Black Knight Gawain. Who's stepping into
What?
Yeah.
What?
He's stepping into a minefield at this point.
How much did they pay Gawain for this?
I have no idea.
Who paid him to do this?
We have zero idea.
So anyways, Akuru Kokyo.
Same! Akuru Kokyo to win! Alright, Spin agree?
No.
Oh, it believes in Gawain. National Dex
It believes in the Black Knights.
Oh, it believes in Knuckles. Alright, so next up is...
What?
Funny thing. Sonic and the Black Knight.
No, I don't understand.
Sonic and the Black Knight. Alright, next up is National Dex Ubers minus obtainable forms. FC versus Latiasite.
Ooh.
Who is right? Best matchup of Nat Dex Ubers.
Ooh.
Ain't this close one.
That's about as close as, well,
Yeah. It's about as close as you can get. You're right.
I'll go FC.
Whoa, okay. I'm going Latiasite.
Oh, okay. Look, FC hasn't lost, I don't think. No, he lost to Velvet. I keep forgetting he lost to Velvet.
But Lottie is just as good, though, if not maybe better.
Well, think of it this way. FC beat Strap, and Latiasite lost
Yes.
to the Strap. So this means that a hierarchy has been established, and FC is, like, on top.
Ooh, LFC on top, Latiasite on bottom. Alright. I'll still go with Latiasite.
Well, he's not on the bottom. He's, like, just below. He's just a little below FC is all.
Okay. Well, that's your prerogative.
I wouldn't be surprised if Latiasite wins, though.
Well, same logic applies to me, but in reverse. I think Latiasite will win, but I won't be surprised if FC wins. Who does Pick side with?
The Pick sides with me.
Okay. Next is Rams. Los Ganoshito versus Zappy Boy. I think we're all
Zap's not been doing great.
Oh, after last week, yeah, I'm a little down on Zap. I think we're both...
He beat Michael, but has he won otherwise?
No, I don't think so.
Let's see. Oh, right. He beat Rice Man in week 1. Let's see his record, actually. Wait, he's actually 3-1. He's been doing fine.
He's been doing fine. But I was kind of down on him after last week, and yeah, Losco's.
And besides, I think Losco might still be doing better.
Yeah, I think Losco's the better player of the two, so yeah, Losco to
Let's
win.
see. Losco is 1-0.
4-1. See, one of the best records here. I think Losco will win.
I agree. I wouldn't be totally surprised if Zap wins, but I think Losco's favored.
Alright. Next is same six. Queso versus 2020.
So do you know anything about 2020 or...
I know he has a cool little Vinland Saga profile on Smogon.
Cool.
And he's from the Netherlands and he has a badge. I don't know otherwise.
Well then. Queso to win.
Queso to win. Let's take a look at that same six. What is this? What is this hodgepodge?
You react that way every time you see a same six,
well, look
big
at
boy.
it. Is it not warranted?
Ooh, cool.
What?
They get to use Victini, man. What do you mean, ugh?
What? Okay.
This is Victini.
Can you use E-moves? Yeah, you can.
Yes,
Oh,
you can.
Oh, God. Imagine the Victini sets here. Oh, God. Then he gets celebrated.
Also, Trick Room Cursula can, in theory, go hard.
Oh, God. I just want my Dunsparce to do well.
Terra isn't a thing here, unfortunately, so that the Dunsparce might have some bad luck.
Oh, and you got the big wall in Belly Bolt, and you got the fast one in Hitmonlee. What's Blustle gonna do?
It probably gets some worthwhile utility.
I think that's one of the mons that learns Natural Gift.
No, that's not needed for a Plusle.
Okay.
Natural Gift's a physical move, Mikoi.
Oh, Hitmonlee could have some use of that.
I think Hitmonlee has good enough coverage for this match.
Okay, fair enough.
Let me see what Plusle does, actually. I'm curious.
It's the Belly Bolt? Probably.
Plusle gets light screen, so that's something of use. It gets Nasty Plot. It gets Switcheroo. The T-Wave. Oh, it gets Wish.
Wish? Oh. Okay. But again, Queso to win.
I agree.
Queso to win. Spig agree.
Yo, Plusle gets Sing.
Plusle gets Sing? Oh! Someone's gonna be put to sleep. Someone's gonna be put to sleep here. Alright. Yeah. Does Spig agree?
The pick agrees with us. We're both picking Queso.
Alright, Mystery OU. We got Trichotomy versus the best Mario Kart World Racer of all time.
Cow.
I think I know Cow, actually. I think, yeah, not only... They're the RUPL champion. Actually, that...
A RUPL champion, because that's a PL. That's a team tour.
Yeah, but actually... That might actually be to their advantage. I think Cow could build something that is well within their rights, and, you know, with this tier being as wonky as it is, I think we could see some potential good sets here.
Oh. I guess when you put it like that, knowing about lower tiers could actually be good for this week.
Yeah, they've dabbled in a lot of different other, like, tours and whatnot. I think this could be to their advantage.
Do you know how Cow is as a player, though?
I don't. That's the only thing. I don't know how they are, but they can be good. They could be good build support, and they could build some good teams. But I don't know how they play. I think I'm gonna go cow here. I think I'm gonna go cow here. I haven't seen them, but I think I'm gonna have. I think my gut is saying, my betting man instincts is telling me cow.
Okay, I'll go trichotomy because I don't really know cow.
Just know that it's the best Mario Kart World Racer of all time.
Alright, noted.
So good. Alright, let's pick a green.
The pick agrees with you.
Yeah, it knows. It plays Mario Kart World. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright.
I don't think it can do that.
What? AI? Are you saying AI isn't possible? With 24 players?
I don't think a command that picks between two things or more on Pokemon Showdown is gonna play Mario Kart.
Yeah, it can. It has AI. It's AI.
I don't think you understand how that works.
Alright, final matchup. Corvus Squire Cultists versus the 9 Oblivion Ambers. Alright. First off, we have PokeBH. We have Flampoke versus Right Clicker. Alright. I think both of these guys are evenly paced, but I think I have a clear winner here.
I think they might have the same or similar records. Let me see.
He actually has a positive record for once? Dang.
And right.
2-2. Flampoke has a better record.
Yes.
You know what?
Who are you going with?
I think I'm gonna go Right Clicker. I've seen generally like better plays from Right Clicker.
I'm going Flampoke.
Better record.
Well, there's a bit more to it than just that.
More consistent.
I'll tell you in DMs.
Okay. Next is... Oh, wait, pick. What does pick say?
I think the pick said Flampoke. Yeah, it said Flampoke like me.
Alright, next up is... King. Chem Chaos. What was supposed to be Shivamzi versus Aerobee was turned into Yoru versus Aerobee. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, Yoru versus Aerobee in Cam of Chaos.
Damn. When I did the pick for this one, I wrote it as Haruto. Should I redo it instead write Yoru?
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's the same guy.
I guess.
Alright. Yeah, who are you picking?
Look, man. I think we both know what we're picking.
Who are you picking? Just say it.
Aerobee.
Yeah.
Even Yoru has admitted that he doesn't think he can beat Aerobee unless he preps like crazy.
Pure Hackmons to win. Your Hackmons to win. Does Pick agree?
No.
Oh, it believes. Alright, next is Stab and Mega. Class versus Teemo.
Teemo?
The Mimo Teemo is back again.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Mimo is back. Alright. Who are you picking?
Class.
Class. He's gonna outclass him. Yep. Does Pick agree?
Yes.
National Dex DOU. We got Shiritu versus Logice.
Ooh.
Look, man. Last week was a setback. I think Shiritu might be able to carry. However, Logice, I will acknowledge, has been doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, Aragon literally used the Logice team 1 week, so like clearly he's good.
Yep. Who are you picking?
Who are you picking?
Who are you picking?
No, you.
Yeah, large ice.
Oh.
Yeah, I think large ice will win.
Hmm.
Who are you picking?
Shirito.
Really?
Yeah, it's not a terribly logical choice, but I have my reasons.
You have your reasons, huh?
Yeah, normally I'd probably be predicting large ice.
Something telling you Shirito will win, huh?
The pick agrees with me.
Okay. Next is Ubers. Velvet versus the Strap.
Ooh!
This is another highlight. I mean, this one is probably aside from like FC and Lazio, outside this will probably be the best matchup of the week for Ubers. Ubers is just stacked. We had some great players here. Alright, who are you picking?
Who are you picking?
Who are you picking?
No, you!
No, Uno reverse card.
I have an Uno reverse card too.
Uno reverse.
That means it reverses back to you, bro.
No, our Uno reverse card back again.
Or wait, how many players are we playing with?
No, we're playing DOS, not Trace. Alright,
Dang, if I put down Uno reverse card, then it goes back to me, actually. So, like, you put an Uno reverse card down, that means it goes back to you.
well, I'm picking. I guess I'm gonna go with the Strap. Who are you picking?
Oh. Maybe Velvet?
Really? Alright. Again, we're disagreeing a lot tonight, huh?
I might be a little Corvy pilled.
You have the Corv. You have a Corvy pilled.
I am based and Corvy pilled.
Man. Alright. Next. Oh, we'll just pick side with.
The pick sides with you.
Okay. Shared bad rants. Yavitu versus Axel.
It may be his debut, but I think I'm going Axel.
Whoa! Man just got so much confidence in your boy.
Well, yeah. It's Axel.
You know what? I'm agree with you. I think Axel wins.
Like, that's my GOAT. He may not have played Rans for me, but that's my GOAT.
Oh, imagine the play he'll make. Does Pig agree?
Yes.
Wow, it also believes. Alright, next is same six. And this one has got to be the biggest, like, this is
Triple question mark.
Not only is the biggest triple question mark, but it's also the biggest tragedy. We got A-Truck versus Corvy Kafka.
Why is it a tragedy?
Why is a Corvy guy not in the Corvisquire squad?
That is rather tragic, I agree.
That is the biggest tragedy of all time. Alright, what is this? What is this? Oh, the same six. Oh,
you say that for every same six. You're original.
You're original. Oh, well, take a look at the same six and tell me what your reaction is.
Blaziken sweeps. That's my reaction.
What? That's it?
Yeah.
Hello, Topicoca calls.
Hello, Blaziken has speed boost.
Hello. Actually, no. I was gonna say, like, hey, Carbon could set up Rain Dance.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Blaziken just outspeeds the Sea King once it gets to +2, which doesn't take very long.
Doesn't Buckfish carry Aquajet?
Well,
Ha!
yes.
Ha! There you go. Doesn't Bruxish
You
carry
act
also?
as if that's a problem.
Doesn't Bruxish also carry like psychic fangs and
Sure, but like, how's it going to kill Blaziken if it's dead?
Oh, if it's dead? Ah, so you're telling me Bruxish is the only good attacker against Blaziken. Alright. Carbon.
I mean, what I said is that how is Bruxish gonna kill Blaziken if it's dead?
Oh,
If Bruxish is dead.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think Bruxish is gonna Aqua Jet it to death. I think Seeking also carries Aqua Jet.
I am not sure about that.
I'll look it up.
I will Aqua Jet.
Jetty in and of itself. I guess the best you could do is what? Togedemaru, Spiky Shield?
I guess, but like, that's a pretty temporary solution.
Carbink will set up the like clay. Allow something.
Especially because, like, I don't think Blaziken needs to run a fire move here.
Oh,
so,
no.
like...
Oh, no. It doesn't need to.
It doesn't need to run, like... It doesn't need to run, like, Flare Blitz. It's not gonna be taking recoil.
Ghost Combat would be the better option here. And Earthquake.
Plus, it's various other coverages for water types.
That's why you gotta keep your Tapu Koko healthy. You gotta keep your Tapu Koko healthy against your Blazikens, man.
What, you think it's surviving an earthquake?
No, well, yes, after Carbink reflects. Just needs to set up a Carbink.
Doesn't the Blaziken just set up on a Carbink? What's the Carbink gonna do?
Well, reflect. Well, set screens for once.
And then what?
Moonblast it.
Yeah, how much do you think that's doing?
Blaziken's rather frail. I'll have you know.
And look at Carving's attack. And look at Carving's offensive stats, bro.
No, I've seen my fair share of Carbink who do half damage to Blaziken.
Bro, this thing is 50 special attack, and if you're talking about Rams, that's a high-level Carbink. Everything here is on the same level.
I've seen my fair share. We'll see about that.
Mikoy, you're thinking of Rans, where Carbinks are probably significantly higher level than Blazikens.
We'll see about that. Alright, as for the matchup, A-Truck.
Yeah.
A-Truck. I think A-Truck is better. Should have been on
As do I.
It
actually amazes me he hasn't been slotted until now.
Yeah, I mean, perfect timing, am I right?
Yeah, perfect timing, because Nashrock apparently asked to be benched.
Yeah, A-Truck to win, does Pick agree?
Yes, 8-Truck to win.
No, I mean Pick.
No. Pick says Corby Kafka.
Okay. Nah, Mystery OU, the last one, we see Mata versus Astra.
I'm sorry, but...
Mata. Yeah, Mata! Sorry, Zastra. So, does Pick agree?
The Pick agrees.
And that's the end of said little thing. Little squash. Week 6 recap and week 7 predicts next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm tired. I'm not even gonna do a spiel. I'll just say, this has been McCoy, signing off.
Well then, goodbye.